slow. Yeah, I'm watching the rise, and I wouldn't say I'm shocked, cause I'm hardly surprised. This one's for the ride, this one's for who knew I'd make it, just needed some time. This one's for my wife, could've left 1,000 times just to by my side. This one's for the grind, I knew it would happen, just had the strength in my mind. To the videos, they thought I was a black guy. That's hard to get over. I'm foreigner in the sport, but I'm fully devoted. I don't take it for granted that the door's been open. I knew I was different, I knew I was chosen. A breadwinner, but I'm soft-spoken. Authentic like a 5950 and there's no cap. Let's have a toast to that. Let's have a toast for the real ones. Let's have a toast for the real. Let's have a toast for the real ones. Let's have a toast for the real. Let's have a toast for the real ones. Have a toast for the real. Let's have a toast for the real ones. Have a toast for the they done baptized the bad guy. Still don't follow religion. The fabric's not average. The cotton's Egyptian. 500 for the shoes come dirty, but the European. Less is more and less is the bank. Up the score, I pull up from Trey. From the tray, I'm ballin' like Trey. Do what I can, I do what you can't. I wrote this 30,000 feet up. 10 toes stay G'd up. I'm tryna get that type of wealth, like a house on the hills can't see us. Say the money still me up. Stay humble, stay teed up. I don't tell you how to live, so don't hit me with no weak stuff. And if you know the deal, then you know the deal. If it's real, then you know.
Yo, what's going on, y'all? This your man Marcus A. Brown, and I'm here to tell y'all that I just got done with my first consultation with the brother Andre of Love Crossing Borders. I just wanted to give him his praises. I need y'all to do two things if you haven't already. If you haven't, subscribe to his YouTube channel, Love Crossing Borders. Also, if you are going to Colombia, if you're thinking of going anywhere, traveling internationally, please consider booking a consultation with the OG Andre of Love Crossing Borders. You will not be disappointed. I'm a fan of the channel, so I booked a 2-hour session just to show support, just to show love and say what's up. He provided a wealth of information, way more than I was even expected. He has an excellent presentation. So I just wanted to let y'all know you will not be disappointed. Book the consultation, subscribe to the YouTube channel if you haven't already. Dre, man, I appreciate you. I will be out in Colombia, and I look forward to linking up with you. And y'all, get in tune with him if you haven't already. Tell him MAB sent you.
And I'm glad I'm able to help raise up a community of black men.
My name is Mumia Obsidian Ali. I am one of the, I guess you could say, founding fathers of the Black Manosphere, as well as the Black Manosphere Conclave. Shannon, Rawls, Theo Waff, and myself, we all came out of Kevin Samuels' private members-only Facebook group. Theo had this crazy idea of teaching black men what he had learned in the tech field.
If you're resistant to change, you only want to do one thing or one way, yeah, you're not going to make it.
This is about taking men, black men, and making them better men.
There's guys who want to work on an island without a group, and I say to them, it's not going to work.
We can take hold of our finances. We can then take hold of what we do, and we can live life anywhere around the world.
You are taking care of yourself first, so then you can help others.
We have to learn how to communicate. We have to learn how to engage.
Black men don't need anybody but other black men to make this happen.
I made a G today. But you made it in a sleazy way.
Was it worth it? Definitely worth it. Get off that island, and you need to get out and network.
My mandate is to be an advocate for black men.
You can get further, faster, collectively.
If you can't find what you want here, go where you are celebrated, brother, and don't stand where you're being tolerated.
Let's have a toast for the real ones. Let's have a toast for the real. Let's have a toast for the real ones. Let's have a toast for the real.
Where are all the black men? And I'm not talking about the scammers, the drug dealers, the robbers, and the crooks.
Well, actually.
All right. Welcome to today's or late night live stream with Andre and Andre's Love Crossing Borders. I know you guys are wondering why it took me so long to come on live. I'm like 2.5 hours behind. But for all you guys that are here tonight, appreciate it. We got 29 in the building. I thought we had like 9. Shout out to you guys being here. Appreciate all you gentlemen that are here with Andre and Andre's Love Crossing Borders. live from Cali, Colombia. Every time we think that it is safe to get in the water, every time we think that it is safe to get in the water, here we go again. Here we go again. So now, a couple years ago, we had the riots here in Colombia, and most of them took place in Cali. Then we got past that, kept on pushing. Thought everything was going great here in Colombia. Then the druggings of citizens in Cartagena and Medellin just took off. Now this is the time of the election, time to elect a new president in this up and coming year. And every time there's an election in Colombia, people want to act a fool. They just deleted one of the front runners for presidency, just deleted him a couple weeks ago. Then everything got back to normal. You had the festival in Medellin, the flower festival that went great. You had the Afro-Colombian festival here in Cali. Went excellent. Excelente. And then the bombing today. There was a bombing in a regular neighborhood. I know that neighborhood very well, driven past there several times. And it's just a regular working class people neighborhood in an area that stays busy, on a street that stays extremely busy. And sadly, many people lost their lives today in Cali, Colombia, as well as hundreds of people, and I mean hundreds of people were injured from a truck explosion. So I'm going to show you guys a small clip. I've taken out the graphic part, but I'll give you guys a clip of what's taking place. The city is on shutdown right now as far as coming into the city and out of the city. So if you had any plans on going in and out of Cali, Colombia, yeah, you better think of something. All you guys that hung around and are planning on coming back, things should be back to normal in a few days. But as for now, the city is on military shutdown. And as for Andre and I, if you guys are wondering what's going on with us, we're on the north side of the city. We're on the side of the city that's the upper middle class, where nothing really happens. Like anytime something happens, is usually on the other side of the town. But that doesn't mean anything when it comes to the loss of lives. So we keep those families and give condolences to those who lost their lives here in Cali, Colombia. And I had to edit the video. There were so many bodies. I had to, like, YouTube wouldn't dare allow me to do. It was more bodies than a zombie apocalypse. So I had to like clip. I had to just take out the parts that had all the bodies. Because if I showed you just one body, you see, unless you're military, you've never seen this before. I'll say this again. Unless you're military or prior military, you've never seen this type of carnage before. Not most of us. So we're going to showcase a little bit of it. Shout out to all you guys that are here. We got 39 people in the building. Let me get this first video started. But on a greater note, we're going to see the viral video that it took forever for me to create, because the Scottish are going viral. Black people in Scotland and Black Americans are coming together. There are already Black people already over there. Shout out to all the Black people that are already over there. Yes, sir. All the Black people that are already over there and visiting Scotland already. There are people that are already planning trips next year to visit the brothers and sisters in Scotland, because we are discovering that there is a whole new us over there that we didn't know about. And guess who got the audacity to be mad? The people from the UK. The brothers and sisters from the UK have the audacity to be jealous of the brothers and sisters in Scotland because UK has never gone viral. We already knew they were there. But our brothers and sisters in Ireland, Scotland, and Wales, they're going viral. They're getting hundreds of thousands of subscribers on TikTok per day. And it's a great thing. So we're going to look at the pride that they have of being being Scottish, as well as the club life, where you should go, where you should eat, and just let you see what the ladies look like, of course. See how the men dress, the style, the fashion, everything that has to do with being black and Scottish and proud. We're going to be looking at that live stream on that video today. That's what took me so long. Let's put it like this, guys. It is so viral on TikTok. You have men and women faking Scottish accents to get subscribers. This is the longest video that I've done, and this is the longest video that has taken me to do in a long time. Why? Because I find out that this person, I would see a video, man, I'm going to use that clip. I would have to go into that person's account, look at some of their past videos to verify if they have a Scottish accent or not. And many of them had fake accents and just wanted you guys to follow them on TikTok for the subscriber count. So many people just wanted to subscribe the subscriber count. So shout out to all you guys that are here, every one of you. And like I said, we're going to be watching this video of what's taking place here in Cali. Shout out to all you guys that are here. Support the channel by way of PayPal, Cash App, and Super Chat. Shout out to T-Mac being in the building, as well as the rest of you gentlemen that are here. Shout out to Thomas Tucker. Yes, sir. Kenny Peoples in the building as well, always showing love. Don, aka Don the JP. Good evening. We are at it again. Yes, sir. This is going to be good. This is going to be a fun night. This is going to be a bittersweet night because there are a lot of people that lost their lives today here in Cali, and I mean a lot. A lot of people are maimed. A whole bus, everything just the sheer force of the explosion, where a bus was down the street, just destroyed with all those people and families on there. Stores that were nowhere near the explosion. No more. So yeah, shout out to my man Passport in the building. Appreciate you, brother. Appreciate you being here. Let me know how things are going with you. Little Tommy in the building. Appreciate you. He said, what's up, great people? Trying to keep one eye open for this one. Just it keeps getting better and better. Like I said, this is going to be a bitter. It's going to start off bitter. Then it's going to come into the sweetness. Shout out to you, brother Bill, and Bobby Coltrane of the Coltrane family. Salute to all you gentlemen that are out there. Appreciate you guys being here. Shout out to Mike being here as well. And IMF. Be safe, stay blessed. Yes, sir. Fortunately, we live on the side where nothing ever happens. It's just nothing ever happens over here. And there are areas that are like that. You have areas like that in the United States. Shout out to my man IC. I see clearly. I see 4X clearly. That's even better. I see 4X clearly. The news is saying that it was a bombing targeting the Air Force training facility. Absolutely correct. Absolutely correct. And we've got family and friends that don't stay too far from there. And we've got ex-military individuals here in Cali that they've already known about it. They had already knew that it was coming. They just didn't know what it was, when it was, and how it was going to happen. But they had already see here in Colombia, oftentimes they target the military bases and the police stations. So if you're not like us, we're not anywhere near a military base and there's no police stations around here. The closest to our area, the closest area of police stations that I know of, just in our neighborhood, maybe 20 minutes away. Maybe 20 minutes away, where there's a major police station. So oftentimes they do target those particular locations whenever they're trying to leave a message. But it's still sad that everyday people are no longer here. And I'm talking about true carnage. I've never seen anything like this. I'm talking about true, because you know, Colombian news and Colombia Instagram and Colombian TikTok, they don't put no cut on it. They just pull their cameras out and just show you everything. So I had to kind of like chop everything up, because you know, on YouTube, there is no inner war I can show. I couldn't even show all this on Rumble. I'm talking about, I see bodies. I see how fragile human life is and see how fragile human bodies are. And like I said, all you ex-military guys can attest to what I'm saying. He said, I saw one Scottish woman that would have made me relocate over there. Made me thirsty. Yes, they do have beautiful women. We're going to see that today. We're going to see that today. Shout out to Evening Coffee fans, and shout out to my brother Ronan. Appreciate you here, brother. Good morning to you and those out there. Shout out to my man Top Notch Rocker in the building. My dude. Yes, sir. Greetings, my brother. Shout out to Black Nubian with the Canadian love. Yes, sir.
Told the guy where I was from. He said, oh, Canada.
Shout out to you, brother. Bobby says this, so they target the military and law enforcement areas. Yes, they do. Wow, and it is really not. You say, wow, they really is not. Oh, they really are not even doing that, even in the States. Yeah, in the States, they just target the crowds. They target the kids in the States. See, that's what they normally do in the States. They target the churches, the grocery stores, the department centers, kindergartens. Yeah, that's what they target in the United States. They usually target like anywhere there's families around. That's usually what they target in the United States. So yeah, I see what you're saying. You know, military bases in Colombia and law enforcement locations. And usually, where do you find most hubs of law enforcement locations? In the hoods, right? Or in just everyday working areas, right? That's the sad part. So us who are kind of like middle class residential, or the rural people, the people that live in the farm areas or up in the mountains, they don't go through all that. We don't go through all that, but it's still sad that it happens. It's just like things that happen in the United States. It may not happen to your kid at your college, but it still happened at a college, and we still feel it as American citizens. You know, it's just sad no matter where you go. I just finished seeing a dude, a video that just went viral of a dude in Korea. I don't know if you guys saw this one, just went viral a couple of days ago. Korean dude gets on the train with a bucket in his hand. Nobody's tripping. All of a sudden, he takes the bucket when the train is going 200 something miles an hour. He takes the bucket, he throws it on the floor. Come to find out it's a bucket of gasoline, and he sets it on fire while the Korean people are on the train, because his wife divorced him as an old man. So he figured he'd take it out on the world. That's how sick everybody is around the world. So it seems to be that all of us need prayer. All of us. Shout out to all you guys that are here. We got 51 in the building. I'm about to change the music because I know it's late, guys. Well, I won't keep you guys long with me rambling. We're about to change the music, and then I'm going to play the video for Cali, Colombia. I only created like a 3-4 minute clip. I only created a 3-4 minute clip for you guys to see, just to keep you guys up to par on what's taking place in Cali, what's going on. And like I said, shout out to Zeta and my man DJ in the building. Ken Crawford is in the building, as well as Montrez. He said, good evening, everyone. My condolences to the families that lost loved ones in Cali. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It's crazy. It's crazy. It's not something that's in another country or another city. It's right here. So welcome to Colombia. Turn my alarm off. My phone alarm. Okay, here we go. Let me pull up the video. And some of it I tried to translate into English. So some of it is translated into English. I didn't get it. I just didn't have enough time to do the Black Scottish video and the Cali video at the same time. So some of it I was able to translate into English. You're going to hear the mayor of Cali. He's going to speak on what's taking place, but we're going to just hear parts of it, but you're going to get a chance to see everything. Let me move myself out the way.
Bueno.
You won't see anybody laid out because I clipped all that out.
There are so many wounded individuals, it's heartbreaking. There are so many wounded individuals, it's heartbreaking.
It is.
These were stores down the street from the explosion. Like I said, I know this neighborhood, I know this area. These were stores down the street. This wasn't even right next to it. This wasn't even close to it. That's how strong that explosion was. And just imagine how many people ride bikes in Cali. Just regular people riding their bikes. How many people drive their cars? And like I said, a bus was right by it that you guys just saw. That bus was just obliterated. Let's continue on. That's the Dollar City. You know how I always say that Dollar Tree and Dollar City are the same franchise? You notice it's the same color. One is called Dollar Tree in the United States. The other one in South America is called Dollar City. They both look the same. The same products on in the inside, nothing different. So it was down the street from the Dollar City. The Dollar City was on one corner. The explosion happened in the middle of the block on the other corner.
También tenía el explosivo. Mira el camión, este camión.
So you can see this was a full truck, a huge truck that it was in, that the person was driving. So it was like, I don't know if the person was in the truck or if the person stopped the truck and got out. That news hasn't been revealed to me yet. This happened on the... Let me ask Andre real quick. Let me ask Andre. All right, guys, I got a chance to talk to Andre. She said it was on the northeast side of the city. You know how bad it is. Remember, the east just had 3 explosions. The east side is where in the sad part, most of the bodies that I'm seeing are Black people. That's the sad part. Most of the bodies that I'm seeing now, I'm seeing bodies of other people too, but most of the true carnage are Black people, because that's the northeast side. And you know, the east side of Cali, that huge area, is mainly where Black people are. So sad that the Afro-Colombian community is suffering like that today. Really sad. And then not even 2 months ago, they had an explosion in 3 different police stations. And they were all on the east side. All on the east side. So like I said, a lot of the demonstrative things happens, just like in the States, a lot of times that happen in our own neighborhoods, sadly. Let's continue on, gentlemen. Good question, DJ David. I mean, it's so sad. Just you just think about people are looking for their loved ones right now, even as we speak. Somebody, so many people are at the hospital trying to find out if they have a loved one still alive.
Placas del taxi.
Now look at that taxi, mango.
Los tatucos, los cilindros. Hay cilindros
that taxi
todavía.
Destroyed.
BCU 363. Mano, por favor, llamen la ambulancia aquí al frente de la base aérea.
Like I said, you just saw that little glance of a body, but the part that I actually had was the whole thing. You can see everything. Dude, it was so much carnage. Like I keep saying, it was so much carnage in the actual videos. There was no way in the world I'd be able to showcase it on YouTube. No way in the world. Let me see something.
I also had the ERA. Hey, what? I also had the ERA.
I'm looking at something real quick, guys.
Specific truck, the one you're referring to. The truck was indeed the one I personally owned. Okay.
Wow.
Okay. A land of rich history and stunning landscape.
Give me a second, gentlemen. I'm looking at something to see if I need to show it to you guys or not. No, we're good with the video we have. Okay, cool.
Hay muchos heridos.
So y'all see that? Let's go back and just showed it. You see the Air Force base right here? That's what they were trying to attack. That's what they were trying to attack right there, the Air Force base. That area right there. But they had already had heads up warning, but the people in the city didn't get warning. So the military already knew it was coming. But the average person who was just driving home from work or driving to work, they didn't know. Let's get back. Let's go back for a second. I'm gonna let you guys see this. You see that explosion is right there, right? Look how far down the impact was. The explosion was right there in the middle of the street, right? Look how many businesses were destroyed. Once again, you guys that are just coming in, we're looking at footage of that's been shared with with family and friends that probably haven't made it even to television on social media, that people here in Cali, Colombia have been sharing with each other. So you see the explosion in the middle of the street, but look at this the destruction that's taking place all the way down, all the way to the Dollar City. That's how far down the destruction took place and destroyed everything. All the bikes that were sitting there, just take all the bikes that exploded. guys, we got some your girl gonna speak to us for a second off camera. Okay. Take all these cords out.
Yes.
Okay, there we go.
I feel like a singer. Okay, now it's on?
Yeah.
Okay, what I was saying is in Cali, we having tonight a curfew. Starts at 9 p.m. until 6 a.m. tomorrow. Also, we're going to have military around the city, especially all the police stations, the military base or school.
Coming in and out of the airport.
Yeah, too. All like trying to protect the city.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, it's just like we on top of news. What is the next step? It's a lot of going on. How do you say political?
Yeah.
And remember that next year we having new elections. So this is nothing weird for us that this is happening.
Right. Sadly, it's common.
Yeah.
Here in Colombia during election years.
Yes, sir.
And I've been through it. The last time there was election years, there were riots and everything that were taking place. So Andrea is correct. Thanks, babe. Andrea is correct. So we got it because of, like we just mentioned, the election year that's coming up. A Black Haven, shout out to you being here, brother. The election year, and every 4 years, like they just assassinated the presidential candidate that everybody liked. They just deleted him 2 weeks ago. He passed on. They had three explosions prior to that on the east side of Cali in the hood. I don't know why they do it in their own neighborhoods, but they did that, trying to destroy 3 police stations. And so every time there's an election coming up, it's always something crazy happening in Colombia. Don't just think it's Cali, guys. You guys, for all you guys that's in Medellin and Cartagena, if you think that the closer to the election is just going to be in Cali, no, you guys got to watch yourselves no matter where you go. Police helicopters was shot down by a drone. Little things like that. Yep. So we're going to continue on. But like I said, I was asking Andre, had we ever been to, that's the actual truck. I know it looks mangled to you guys. To the left is the back of the truck. To the right, that's the front of the truck. That was the explosion. So think about all that metal that was flying all over the place. And then the impact caused an explosion to all the bikes that was real close to it. And then all the metal parts of not only all the metal that flew in the air from the explosion, but also all the metal that flew in the air from all the bikes. You see that we just saw that taxi car, the taxi driver and his car was mangled up like a piece of toilet paper. And like I said, once again, this is footage that you're not going to see on the news. This is just everyday Colombians just sharing. We're just sharing footage with each other. So they're wondering if this is going to be another one. Or was this, I'm not sure if this is going to be another one, or was this the original truck and nobody knew what was going on? And people were wondering, hey, why is this truck just sitting here? Because based on the video, I think this was the pre-explosion. So I think this is the actual truck that before they exploded. But it can't be, because I'm hearing the ambulances and the police everywhere. So they might be thinking something about this truck might be another a device that might take place. So shout out to all you guys that are here, all 76 of you. Make sure you click that like button and subscribe to the channel. We like you. Make sure that you like us too. Subscribe to the channel.
Marica, en este bus está lleno de pura gente. Puta.
Given the delicate situation our city is currently experiencing, I have ordered the militarization of Cali. Additionally, we have reinforced the police presence at the city's entrances and exits, and all state security agencies are deployed to protect the lives of the people of Cali. A security council will begin in the next hour, which I...
Now, this is the mayor of Cali, just in case you guys are wondering who it is that's talking. And that pin that's on his chest, that's the flag of Cali, Colombia. So that's why he doesn't have the national flag. He actually has the city flag on his chest.
I have called and in which I expect the presence of the president and the military leadership. People of Cali, Colombia. It is important that at this time we remain united, that we stand together to confront this threat of narco-terrorism that is returning and reappearing in our country. Rest assured that by standing up and addressing this threat, we will move forward. We will not allow narco-terrorism to take root again.
All right, and that's the end of that video. Just wanted to share with you guys just an update on what's taking place. Everything is fine with Andre and I. We are not in a danger zone. We don't live anywhere near the danger zones. Anytime something happens in Cali, our area, in certain areas, it's just like in the United States. Riots can pop off in LA, but riots don't pop off in Beverly Hills. You see what I'm saying? Riots can pop off in certain parts of Chicago, but they don't pop off in the upper class area. You don't never see somebody going out to a mansion and setting mansions on fire, but they'll set a local store on fire, and usually it's in their own neighborhoods in LA, in Detroit, in Chicago, in whatever city. They usually attack their own people, sadly. And since we don't live in those areas, I'm not saying that in an arrogant way at all. I'm saying is that, you guys, you can take it with a grain of salt as far as worrying about Andre and I, as far as how we move, where we go. Usually we kind of try to stick to the north unless we got a medical appointment or something. We usually don't go out to certain areas. We're not East Siders, and I don't mess with people on the East Side as far as like going over there and hanging out. So I'm rarely, if never, on the East Side, ever. And so we're safe. We're good as far as what area we're in. Military usually protects this area as well as other upper middle class and higher class areas. Zone 5, Zone 6 areas are usually well protected. But it's still, no matter how protected we are, it's sad that that the city has to be militarized, and it's sad that so many people lost their lives. It's crazy. So many people lost their lives. I'm talking about it. It's gross. It was gross. Like I said, I had to clip out a lot of bodies that were all over the ground. Just spread all over the ground, just mangled, twisted, body parts here, body parts there. I had to literally, it took me so long. I had to literally just go shot, cut, shot, cut. Because if I didn't, there was no way YouTube would have let us get away with just actually showing the videos that Calinos and Calinas are sharing with each other right now. Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy. But for the safety of the rest of the city. So when you're coming from the airport, and that's why I mentioned this earlier, when you're coming from the airport in Cali, because it's like the airport is like 10 minutes outside the city. We live only 20 minutes from the airport. We're like only 20 minutes away, right? So that's how close out north we are. When let's say I'm coming to pick you guys up from the airport, bam, we're driving back. It takes us 10 minutes to get into the actual city. They'll have military right there checking for everything for the next few days, if not the next few weeks. So it won't just be your regular cops. It'll be military. So everything will be slower. And like they say, they got a curfew. So nobody's out in the streets. And usually nobody's out in the streets on a Thursday night, except for people that's going out clubbing. But that's shut down. So the businesses are losing money. But like I said, this is another reason why I often say that Cali is for the mature audiences only. Because Pookie and Ray Ray, okay, here we go. And I mean this. Pookie and Ray Ray, they will hang out on the east side with them Afro-Colombian chicks over there, try to get to them sisters. You see what I'm saying? Why I always tell y'all about Cali, and I tell dudes this is not a city that's set up for Pookie and Ray Ray, because dudes will come out here and be on the northwest side, or on the northeast side, or on the east side, trying to get to them sisters with the giant afros and the big butts, and get caught up in something they ain't got no business being over there for. But those of us who live here, we take it with a grain of salt because we move with a little bit of wisdom anyway. So, and Cali is set up for is a city. I'm not trying to brag on Cali or anything. It's just set up for if this is a city that's set up for you to live, not necessarily for you to just come be weekend warrior and party. That's another reason why we don't have a pay for play red light district. We don't have that here. We don't have a Parque Yaris. We don't have a clock tower. We don't have a Sasua. So all you dudes that want to come here and just be the weekend warrior, you got to go to a brothel or a strip club if you want to do all that, or a swinger club. And that's how it's set up. He said, "Do you have the clip that I want to see? Do you have the clip I want to see it?" What? No, I don't. I do got the clips. I'm not sharing that, man. No, I'm not sharing that. Yeah, it seems like it. It seems like it, but they're still got everything under investigation. T-Mac said they thought the current president would be able to relate to the groups, but it seems that the groups are not happy with him. Absolutely correct. So many people want him out, but this is the funny part. They want him out, but yet the narcos, it seems, don't like the candidates that the people like. See, the people like candidates that they just deleted, like the guy that just deleted. That's who Andre really liked. But the guys that are doing underground stuff, they don't like the candidates that are coming up. And so that's the crazy part. Yeah, Andre's family's fine. Fine. Oh, they're fine. Yeah. Yep, they're doing real good. Even though she's got 1 and 2 family members and friends that live really, really close to the area, but they're fine. Yeah, but I agree with you, T-Mac. But every election, 4 years ago they had the riots. Remember 4 years ago when they had the election? It was riots. They shut Colombia down. Bogota was shut down. They had rocket launchers and everything. It was crazy. 4 years. See, some of you guys don't remember. You coming down here, you partying, you having fun. Some of you guys don't remember what Colombia was just on shutdown. Yeah. Freedom of speech is only for the pale people. Yep. So true, Theo. Shout out to Theo being in the building. So true. So true. Official Kobe, glad to see you here. Glad you had a good time, brother, when you came down here. I was walking back from the restaurant in La Flor in our area. He said, just now, and there were cops circling the streets. I could see that, because you ain't supposed to be out there. It's a curfew. But like you said, you were just walking back from the restaurant. He said, must have been because of, I just read that. I'm sorry. I didn't get a chance to read it. I didn't look at your last line because of the curfew. Yep. Yeah, they making sure that all the areas are well secured. He said Colombians were share every graphic details. Dude, don't they? That's one thing about Colombians. They do not put no cut on their graphic details. They put no cut. They show you exactly what's taking place. They hold their phone right there and don't blink. They do not blink, man. You get the actual, you got to edit upon edit upon edit if you're going to show a Colombian video. My Novia showed me a deletion that was filmed in the hood. It shocked me. Even as a Marine, I was about to say that as a Marine, we didn't see that type of brutality normally. Yeah, bruh. Colombia, T-Mac, Is it just me? And they ain't got no problem putting it on Instagram. They ain't got no problem putting it on X. They ain't got no problem just sending it out and everybody get it in 20 minutes. That's the other thing about Colombia. Colombian everyday person news is fast. We ain't got nothing like this in the States. Colombia don't even need regular news. They just need everyday dude. Something can happen on one side of the city. Am I lying, guys? It can happen on one side of the city. Dude, in 5 minutes, you got all the footage of everything that took place, man. And it ain't on the news. It's just Colombians share information so fast with each other, dudes, like that. They got, I don't know, they post and it's there. It's there. It's crazy. He said that truck looks like it could be a rigged system, yeah, with a container leaning like that for explosive containers or explosive content. Yeah. Shout out to all you guys, man, that are here. Shout out to my man Chaos Reigns in the building, Mr. Late Night himself. You guys get a chance later on, check out his channel as well. He said possibly use a burner phone. Yeah, that's true. Burn the phone as to trigger it, to detonate it. That's a good point. That's a real good point. He said it is well known that narco families live in Envigado and Medellin. This is true. He said they live in the safest areas because no one dares commit crimes near narco families. It's kind of funny that you would say that, T-Mac, because here in Cali, where we live out north, we live near their mothers and grandmothers. Like these dudes bought houses for their moms and grandmas and apartments and stuff for their moms and grandmas and their cousins. And I discovered that years ago. Dude, I discovered that years ago. That I recognized that nothing was going on over here on this side when it came to the narcos, because over here is where their grandmas, their cousins, their aunties, their mama that they bought a house for 10, 15 years ago. They ain't about to do all that over here in Chippy Chape area because of so many facts. Absolutely correct. So I see what you're talking about as far as Medellin is concerned, because that's exactly how I feel about being out about north of Cali, like the further north in La Flora and Parque Norte, Chippy Chape, Granada a little bit. I kid you not. And I discovered that. I said, wait a minute. I say these people, these are the houses that, okay, I see who purchased these houses. Shout out to my Uncle Jeffrey. He said that explains why you and I were seeing a lot of police posted up when we were riding around last time I was there. They knew something was going on and didn't share it with the people. Yes, Kenny, absolutely correct. My condolences as well, brother. My condolences as well. Just shout out to all you guys with the in the comment section too. He said, honestly, I didn't know that this occurred in Cali. Oh man, Cali? It's so sad about Cali, Colombia. Cali ranks in one of the top, I think in the top 30 most dangerous cities in the world for like the last 20, 30 years. And the sad part is the danger is always now that I've been living here long enough, it's always in the hood. It's always either in working class areas or industrial areas or in the just everyday neighborhoods. But since it happens so often, Cali ends up on the list. But if you live out north, you don't see none of this. Dude, tomorrow they will have this whole city shut down. In Ponce area and out here out north will be the only areas that's still open, where people going to the grocery store, going to work, going to the gym, all that. They will shut this whole city down, and those two areas, the upper class and upper middle class areas, these areas are the only areas that they'll have open. It's the craziest thing. He said, I feel safer in Cali than I do in Medellin. Cali crime is more localized in specific areas. That's true. That's true. That is so true. And I noticed that too. It's like if you're not on the east side, or if you're not on the northeast side, or anything that has to do with the east, you're basically, for the most part, you're all right. I'm not saying you walk around with your cell phone in the ear saying, "Come snatch my phone." But what I am saying is, especially if you're out north, or if you're out like far south, nothing happens far south. First of all, south is too spread out. The apartments and everything are too spread. Those condos are too spread out. I mean, you could do something out south and like, oh man, that's sad, but it won't impact the south because it's brand new and everything is so spread out. He said, that's why I need my own gym abroad. He said, if they shut the city down, I can still exercise. Yep, we got our gym right outside the window on the other side. Our gym, the apartment complex, has a really nice gym. And you're absolutely correct. Got your own exercise equipment, you're good. You're good. Shout Theo once again. Let's get to the other video, guys. Let's we're it's 80 of you guys here. Make sure you click the like button and make sure you subscribe to the channel. Let's look at the other video, guys. We already looked at one video. Like I said, this is bittersweet. We already looked at the bitter part. Now let's look at the sweet part. On TikTok social media, over the last 6 days, the Black Scottish has been going viral. There was a brother that he's a fitness instructor, just a regular fitness instructor, had 2,000-3,000 subscribers in not in Ireland, but in Scotland. Brother had 2,000-3,000 subscribers. He had dropped just a regular video on, diet, proper dieting, right? Some sisters from the States heard that brother's accent and start going through his content and was like, he from Scotland. They got Black people in Scotland. And all of a sudden, sisters started researching Black people in Scotland on TikTok, and all heaven broke loose. And for the last 5 days, Black TikTok and Scottish TikTok have become one. They've ignored the UK, the ones, not, I can't say UK because Scotland's in UK, but those that are in London and Britain, they have been just basically just ignored them, and just it's been 100% viral, and they've been getting so many subscribers from the United States. You talking about the guy that had 2,000 subscribers? He said, I woke up to 230,000 subscribers now. 230,000 subscribers, and now Black people on TikTok in the United States are already planning trips, group trips over to Scotland, and the brothers and sisters in Scotland are sharing everything. So we're gonna watch, like I said, this is the longest video that I've made, and I had to be meticulous with it because the people in Scotland are going viral so much, every one of them, that people from UK start faking Scottish accents so we can subscribe to their YouTube channel. I mean, to their TikTok channels. That's how dirty they are. They start faking, and so I had to go into each person that you see on the video. I had to literally go into their account, watch a couple of their videos to confirm if they were from Scotland or not. So I got this long video with all these people. So this is a lot of work I put in. So I hope you guys really enjoy this video. Let me pull it up, add it to the stage.
What's going on with like TikTok just now, and all of like the really, really nice like flooding emotions from comments from all of the Americans. I'm actually sitting here like howling, like, guys, I actually really, really appreciate it because all of your comments are so nice. Like, everyone's so kind, so complimentary. Like, I actually can't fault any of you whatsoever. But these are also hilarious. Like, these are actually, remember yesterday when I was saying like I'm trying to like send my siblings videos and stuff like that just so we can sore belly laugh, and I have something to sore belly laugh with. These are making me sore belly laugh. Someone just tagged a picture and a comment, and it was like a little like stick drawing of like one person and then another person, and it was like Americans Scottish, and I was like, and there was like, you love her or something. Right, now you have made me sore belly laugh, but then you have also make me all emotional, and I'm very emotional this morning in case you haven't noticed from my last video. But yeah, what is actually going on? I woke up this morning to like 800 new followers and a flood of loads and loads and loads of likes and comments. I was like, what happened overnight? What actually happened overnight? But yeah, long story short, keep them coming because yous are actually really brightening up my day. You're all so lovely. Like, everybody's so kind. Remember, this is coming from Maggie Smith.
You gotta love the accent, bruh. You gotta love the accent.
I was petrified to come onto TikTok because I was like, everyone's like dead horrible, like they'll always leave like mean comments, like I don't want to be like a part of that kind of world, like I'm not doing that. And then obviously I've only been on here for a couple of months. I honestly think, like, to be fair, the community that I have, everyone is so lovely, but you Americans are just adding to it so much, and I'm very thankful and grateful. Okay, everybody's dead kind. I love it. Please keep it coming. You're really putting like a big smile on my face. I love it. Have a beautiful weekend, guys. And I'll also add, what an absolute flex for the Black Scottish community, because quite honestly, we should have always received this love and recognition that we deserve. And yeah, you Americans are really just putting us on the map. Really appreciate it, like really appreciate it. So well done to the Black Scottish community. Go us.
All right, shout out to the Black Scottish.
Have you seen the Black Scottish woman?
This is the Black Scottish, guys. We're gonna do the Black Irish next week, but this is the Black Scottish video that we're doing today, gentlemen. But next week we're going to be doing the Black Irish as well.
They are melanin goddess. They are beautiful. They are, oh my God, top tier, next level. I'm obsessed. I'm fucking obsessed.
Look what the hot body can do.
Nigga, I do not care for a thought bitch. I love my shorty, don't care if I'm toxic. She that bitch, I let her pop shit. Body so T, she be telling me clock it.
Guys, honestly, I love you Americans so much. Like, I'm so happy that you're intrigued to know what it's like to live in Scotland and stuff, and you've found my TikTok and you've found other people's TikToks. So I've seen all your questions and you guys have so much, like, you are so intrigued to find out so much, so I'll try to answer as much as I can.
Yes,
like, probably not in this video, probably in another video or something.
So I have posted that one TikTok in which I was using my sarcasm to answer some of the questions that the Americans had, and I did say I would do a part 2. So a lot of the questions in my comments were people asking, where do we actually go on a night out? And they're adding a lot of clubs in Glasgow. There's some in Edinburgh, and there's still a few in Glasgow, but just not a lot.
Now, of course, Glasgow is the area or the city that has the largest population of Black Scottish, even though Edinburgh, so the two major cities are Edinburgh and Glasgow, I will pronounce that right. But the city that has the most is Glasgow. So shout out to you guys. Yeah, with the brothers and sisters with the brave heart voices.
We asked Glasgow what's happening on the 25th of May. The results were shocking.
On the 25th of May, do you know what's happening? Miss Skylar Tyler's in town. Do you know what's happening on the 25th of May? Oh.
Listen, wherever you are, I'm there. It's 1 for 2. It's always popping.
Let the camera know, let the audience know what the vibes are saying.
Vibes are going to be good. Because I've seen Skylar Tyler before and she was actually lit. So I can't wait for her, I can't lie.
25th of May, do you know what's happening? No, what's happening? Y'all need to pay attention to the socials. 25th of May, we got Miss Skylar Tyler in town. Miss Skylar Tyler is in town, 25th of May. So if you don't know, get to know.
I'm Vanessa Canby and I'm on a mission to explore Black-owned businesses in Scotland. So this is episode 1 of Vanessa Explores Black-owned businesses in Scotland.
What's going on, people? I go by the name of AOK Sky.
aka Femi. So welcome to the AOK HQ. As you can see from here, we run our media side of things, event side of things, and the Jollof Box side of things. Welcome to the HQ. Let's go.
I've known Femi since I was 15, so I had to check out his latest venture, Jollof Box, which is located next to Meadowbank Stadium in Edinburgh. And they serve all sorts of Nigerian food, jollof rice, of course, plantain, agusi pasta, and a lot of other food. As well as this, he has a content studio for rent and also a podcast studio. And then if you come through this way, this is the podcast studio. So here they have mics. And it's also a recording studio. You can record music. And then at the back is the kitchen.
My main reason for doing what I do is just, I feel like it's just my purpose to ultimately be of service to those around me.
Fuck a neighbor till I make a say. Fuck a neighbor till I make a say.
Honey 20 mil, make it cash on. Honey need a lamb with the ass on.
What in the fuck is Lord Farquaad doing at the club? Who let this nobleman in?
He called my man Lord Farquaad from Shrek.
Into the club? Black people are too inviting, because how does no one have any questions for this Viscount? My first question would be, what region does he rule over? What are the borders of his dominion? I'm sorry, sir, you're the Duke of what? I need to know. Nobody's pressing him. He's just having a good time, vibing, while the serfs are working hard as fuck back at his manor. I don't like it. You got those poor Englishmen eating jacket potatoes with beans and tuna, and you're in the club getting lit, popping bottles, standing in sections, while the serfs are starving back home. Y'all just gonna let him do this? If I were...
Y'all just gonna let him do this? Shout out to Lord Farquaad. And shout out to Zeta with the $20 love. Appreciate you guys supporting us by way of PayPal, Cash App, Super Chats, as well as Cash Apps. Shout out to you guys. My man Zeta says this. He said, Dre, I stayed up all night searching Scottish Black TikTok. Always figured Scotland had melanin folks in Scotland. He said, I stayed in contact with my Scottish relatives after they found me out. He said, I'm planning a trip to go see them. That is great, man. That is great. If there are so many brothers and sisters that have already hopped on a plane and are already over there right now. We're going to see that in the video, that there are brothers and sisters that have already hopped on the plane. I know, right? Lord Farquaad is having a good time.
To get around y'all would immediately ask me where I'm from, right? But you guys don't even know what region he rules over. You guys don't even know the extent of his power, nor do you care. He can have a good time, right? Wow.
Glasgow nightlife. When he but your head, you will bring out the cash.
Who's your guy?
Put a finger down if you grew up Black and Scottish and you made a TikTok video about it 1 year ago and you're currently trending along with all your other mutuals about being Black and Scottish by your American cousins. Finally back to put my finger down. Hello, hi, I'm Jenna. I made a TikTok video talking about growing up Black and Scottish. However, I do want to give context that my childhood and this time frame that I was talking about the situation was before 2011, like when it was like really bad. Scotland now, because I know a lot of my cousins are asking, oh, I was hoping to move there. Oh, I was hoping to come through. Come through. There, I promise you, you will not regret your trip here, ever, at all. Little film check for me and Twin.
Oh yeah.
Kind of got a similar vibe, old school. You go first.
So today we're wearing many at the vlog. Tie from Amazon, shirt from Amazon, top from there. I wish I could lift my leg left.
Move back, move back. Set from Pretty Little Thing, hair done by me. With
Period.
Guys, so self take his place. Everyone is literally wearing green. Wonder hits though, whatever that means. Hi guys, I'm with my friend. This is our outfit. So guys, this is how Glasgow looks like. So that's our central station. Yeah. Oh my god. Oh my god.
And Scotland looks nice. Not only the ladies and everything, but Scotland itself looks really nice and historic.
Hey y'all. Hi guys, so we're gonna meet at the friend Vintar. We're actually supposed to be taking content. Yes.
3 out of 4. Just wait for the last one.
Hi guys, my outfit is actually.
Hi guys, my name's Dancing Captain and I'm one of the black girls from Edinburgh. I'm one of the black Scottish. Hiya.
This jacket is like brilliant.
Okay, Binta has arrived. Slay. Okay.
Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel and today I'm scared as shit. Maggie's my content director and I'm shit at it.
Thank you so much. Listen to it. But we want the magnum back. I mean, I didn't mind his character.
Y'all, are we all, or I guess for my 40 views, are we all collectively just now discovering Black Scottish TikTok? Because I saw the dudes at first and I was like waiting for the women to enter the chat. I was like, oh my god, when are we gonna get there? Like, where are the Black Scottish women? I made it. We made it! And I love it! They're stunning! Those bitches, I don't know what's in the food, the air, the water, the wind. Bitches! Black Scottish, bro. I'm speechless looking at them. And then their accent is so fucking cute. Obsessed. I made it to Black female Scottish TikTok. Something I didn't even know existed. I love it here. I love it. Keep going, keep going, keep going.
So ever since I made that video about that beautiful black Scottish man and his beautiful hair, I have been all up and through Black Scottish TikTok, specifically Nigerian Scots. And I just want to say y'all are beautiful, y'all are gorgeous. I love y'all's accents, love y'all's culture, love y'all clothing. Their fashion eat down. I've been all up and through that timeline.
Fuck that neighbor till I make a say. Fuck that neighbor till I make a say.
Alright, so they be saying like, what a Black Scottish people at? Hey man, I found the cousins. And they took care of me too, you know what I'm saying? They got me right.
This brother got on the plane like the day after they went viral. The day that after the Black Scots went viral, this brother was one of the first ones to get on the plane. This is only been 6 days deep. So just in case you guys are wondering how long they've been going viral, only 6 days. This brother has been over there for 4 days already. All throughout Scotland. Shout out to that brother.
Here today, you know what I'm saying? Come on. Look just like us, you know what I'm saying? They here, you know what I'm saying? They everywhere. Hey.
Come in Scotland, mate. What here, mate?
I'm from kitchen.
Hey, man. Some of the best food I had out here. Hey, don't come here trying to get no fish and chips and be like, what y'all eat? Hey, come eat here. This is where you need to eat at, right out here.
Good restaurant, yeah.
You speaking facts, mate? Facts.
Certified, bro. That's all I do, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, come out here and check them out, you know?
Right, hey. Bye-bye.
Hello, hi. Welcome to 142B. I'm your host, Jenna. And today we have a DJ coming all the way from London to give us a show. Would you like to introduce yourself?
Hi, everyone. My name is DJ DWB.
And Culture FM was your big moment, but you were there from the beginning. How's your journey been so far?
My journey has been amazing. Honestly, Culture FM is a great platform. Shout out to them. I have had abroad bookings all over the world and I'm really grateful.
That's absolutely amazing. That's exactly where 142B found you from. What kind of vibe can we expect from tonight? What kind of vibe can people be looking for? What are you going to bring to the dance floor?
So I'm the queen of mashups. Like, I literally mix songs that you would not expect. So just be ready to be shocked and surprised and just know that it's going to be a vibe.
We know.
Facts, T-Man.
We know. Black Americans knew that there were black people in Scotland. We know that black people are everywhere in the world. But we just have never seen them in person or heard them in person or seen them on our For You page. I've been on TikTok since 2019. I've seen plenty of white Scottish people, but I've never seen a black Scottish person on my For You page. So they are not being represented to us.
This statement right here by my brother is absolutely correct. Most original Scots never came from Africa. Instead, spent centuries fighting the Roman Empire. Absolutely correct. Absolutely correct. Just like in the state, and we're going to notice as deeper as we get into the videos, you guys are going to notice that they're kind of like beef that right now I've been noticing. I haven't been in the States in so long, but I'm noticing that those who weren't raised in the States as black and those that are FBA-ish have been kind of like battling in the sense of who's really considered under the auspices of black, right? Is it the FBAs in the United States or is it everybody? Like including the Jamaicans, including the Haitians, including the Africans, including everybody else? Or is it just FBA in the United States considered black? Same thing I discovered that's happened in Scotland. The FBAs of Scotland, I guess I'm putting it wrong, but you understand where I'm coming from. They're going through the same thing. Like they're looking at the Nigerians and the Ugandans and all the Africans that are coming over, like, you guys are just first or second generation in Scotland. We've been here before the 1400s. We fought, or we got family members that fought in the Civil War. So we're the original black Scottish. You guys are just first or second or third generation. So now that they're going through that same rift that I hear that a lot of you guys are going through when it comes to who is actually considered black. You're gonna notice that in the video today. But that was a good point, brother, because that's exactly what's going on. That's exactly what's going on. Let's go back to the video.
That's why we got excited. We finally found y'all. All the things that we were wondering, like what it's like for y'all over there, what y'all look like, everything. We finally found y'all.
Okay, so apparently everyone's going crazy about the melanated Scottish people. Listen, I'm trying to meet you guys too, especially my queens, my ladies, the hairstylists, the beauty girlies out there, because there's no way I was in Glasgow. I don't even know if I'm saying that right. I ain't seen nobody that look like me. I travel the world for work. I'm a celebrity hairstylist, trichologist, your beauty bestie, your scalp hair care guru, and I'm trying to link up with y'all. What's up? Hi.
They're scared. They're scared. They're fucking scared. The reason why a lot of people coming on this fucking app having an issue with Black Americans and Scottish people linking up together, because in front of the entire fucking world, Black Americans and Scottish people became allies. And it terrifies the fuck out of them, because they want our community to believe that we don't have allies. They want us to think that we're on our own. They want us to think that it's a small amount of us that's putting out a lot of good ass information regarding our history and our people and the truth, because they want us so badly to believe that it's just a small group of us that's spreading awareness, that's spreading truth. They fear Black Americans creating alliances with other groups, because that means that the story that the Africans, came here and told is a bunch of fucking bullshit.
I don't want to offend the Black Scottish people, but what they don't understand is, for us, for Black Americans, whenever we like come across Black folks in other places, especially the ones that like look like us, they look like us. I don't mean just like look like skin tone. I mean like their hair, nails, makeup, all that stuff, whatever. They look like us, beards and haircuts and locks and shit. We all look the same. When we come across y'all, we feel like when Nettie, we feel like when Celie finally saw Nettie again from Color Purple. You know what I'm saying? Because our government, Mister, told us that y'all did not exist, that y'all don't love us, y'all don't care about us, and they made us feel, our government made us feel isolated and alone, like all we had was our government. So when we see y'all, it give us hope that nah, nigga, nah, we not alone. We do have, you know what I'm saying? And that's just come from being Black American. That come from like the struggles associated with slavery and the bondage that we face. Not saying that y'all didn't go through nothing. I'm just saying that's how when we see y'all, we get so excited and we love it so much. You know what I'm saying?
Before he goes any further, that is an excellent metaphor that he used. All of us remember the end of the movie Color Purple, when Whoopi Goldberg and her sister got back together. Oh, they no mama. Oh, they no. And her son and daughter was there, the end of Color Purple. And he said that for the most part, and I can attest to, and many of you guys who travel can attest to, Blacks in the United States have been isolated for the most part when it comes to learning, when it comes to knowing about, when it comes to, I guess that's learning too, when it comes to seeing footage of or movies about or reading books about our brothers and sisters in the other parts of the diaspora. I'm spending so much time reading books about the Afro experience in South America, studying the Afro experience in South America. Now, there's a whole new group of European history to learn as well. And that stems from the isolation that America put on us as Black people to have us think that we're the only ones we got. Except for you military dudes and some of you traveling guys, most of us don't know about Black Russians. And then if you sit back, most guys did not know that Afro-Colombians existed. They did not know this. They knew about Afro-Brazilians, but they didn't even know to that extent. Most guys really didn't know about Guyana. They just kind of heard about the Guyanese, but they didn't know that it was really in South America. They thought it was an island. But that comes from how they lock us down. He said the big chicks will ruin Scottish women. Oh, bruh, I'm gonna tell you something. He said the big chicks will ruin Scottish women when they export their body positivity and femininity. Oh, we're gonna come across a couple of those, but not too many. The one thing that I can say that absolutely correct, Bobby. Absolutely correct. The one thing that I can say that yes, sir, and also the Afro the Black Venezuelans, absolutely correct, and Argentinians. So much to learn. That's the part I love about travel. I know I'm going to be dying in the middle of learning something. I'll always be on learner mode, and many of you are like that too. But yeah, guys, it's great to see how excited Black people in the United States are when it comes to, and I talk about even those that don't travel. Even those that don't have the money to travel or the mindset to travel, it's cool that they can go on TikTok and learn that there are other brothers and sisters out there, even though you and I and all the rest of us have already known about or even experienced, other parts of the Black diaspora.
And it's dope. It's dope. Shout out to the Black Scottish.
Oh, Black Americans didn't know there were Black people in Scotland. We knew there were Black people in Scotland. Here's what you got to understand about Black Americans. We very siloed off around this motherfucker. So whenever we do it to Black Americans. There was a Black American that went viral from Alaska. And everybody was like, there are Black people in Alaska. And then all the Alaskan niggas started, yeah, we out here, nigga, this Alaska, throwing it up and shit, throwing it up, joking, banging on us, letting us know they was in Alaska. One of my best friends from college is from Minnesota. I said, there are niggas in Minnesota. We just like seeing niggas do nigga shit across different hemispheres. We don't know. We don't have a lot of representation here. You can find Black people in like 10 places in the Americas. The South, certain places in California, some places in New York, Chicago, Detroit, Ohio. That's pretty much it. So whenever we see niggas exist anywhere else, we be happy about it. It's just a little bit of representation, It ain't no thing. Now let me see y'all in them kilts. While I got y'all attention, put on one of them kilts and show me something.
I got a few questions.
Hey guys, so this American seems to be confused as to whether there are Black people in Scotland and what do we get up to. So I thought, why not replying to his questions? So let's break it down. And the first question he asked is, what kind of food do we all eat? I would probably say haggis for breakfast, lunch and dinner. Correct me if I'm wrong. And then his next question was if there...
Okay, I got a question. Does anybody know what the hell haggis is? I've heard of it, but I don't know what it is. Haggis? You know me, I got to look something up. She said, we eat haggis for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. What the hell is haggis? Let me look up, what is haggis made of? Okay, we talking about something made a sheep heart. It's like I guess is let's see what it looks like. The average haggis dish. Okay, that's what I thought that was. Let me pull this up for you guys to see. I'm gonna pull this up so you guys can see it, so you can see what haggis. She said we had haggis for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Let me screen share so you guys can see what haggis looks like. Okay, let me blow this photo up. Let me move this out of the way. So this is haggis right here. So this is haggis, and it's heart, lung, liver of a lamb, beef or lamb minced or trimming. Hope you guys can see this. Let me make sure you guys can see this. Okay, cool. Let me move me out of the way so you can get to. So some of you guys want to go there and eat some haggis. You can get your haggis on. Onion, oatmeal. Okay, beef with oatmeal. Okay. Sweat or sweet. Okay, salt, black pepper, nutmeg, and coriander. I wouldn't even know what that is. Coriander. Okay, cool. So this is, I don't know what this is that is wrapped up in, but they eat haggis. Looks like there's mashed potatoes back there. Looks like mashed potatoes. Look like there's sweet potatoes, like a mashed sweet potatoes back there with a little bit of course, this would be for me, the brandy or the scotch in the background. But that's what it is. It's the heart, lung, and liver of a lamb. Heart, lung, and liver of a lamb. So now we know when she's saying we eat haggis, He said we call it we call it what? Scout back in Philly. Y'all eat that in Philadelphia? He said, oh, you think it's wrapped in sheep's stomach? Okay, cool. Thanks for letting me know, Barry. He said, brother, white people in Scotland control and rule the country, though. That's in every country for the most part, even parts of Africa. He said, Dre, you know, it looks like dumplings. It does have a kind of like a dumpling look about it. That's true. It's wrapped in intestines or stomach lining. Oh, sweet. Okay, sweet. Okay, that's what the suet is. Okay, or sweat or sweet. Okay, cool. Thanks, brothers. See, we learn together. We learn together on this channel. We bring back to the page.
Any black-owned restaurants in Scotland? I don't think so. Every restaurant is owned by a white person in Scotland. Last time I went to a black-owned restaurant was in 2006, and I was 5 probably.
She said there's not too many black restaurants owned in Scotland. So, but we'll see.
He then asked, what's the housing market like in Scotland? Only white people own houses in Scotland. Every single black person just lives in the streets, or we all just live in shelters.
Oh, I got it. She being sarcastic. She being sarcastic because she like, damn, what do y'all think we are? Just, I'm gonna say something. You guys have heard me tell this story before. Me and Andre was walking through Home Center. Home Center is like Lowe's and Home Depot in the States. It looks just like it. Same product, same everything. Me and Andre are walking through. We're about to stand in line. I say, you do know people in the United States think Colombia is in the jungle, like y'all live in the jungle, like live in the jungle. She said, what? I say, babe, people in the United States don't know nothing about nothing outside the United States or maybe UK and Canada. I say, they really think y'all live in the jungle. I say, because that's all they ever show us is like the indigenous or the history of South America, the Amazon of South America. I say, they may show us somebody from Brazil, and every blue moon we get a chance to see the beach of Brazil. I said, but we don't know nothing about South America. She was like, y'all think we in the jungle? I say, babe, they think Colombia is in the jungles. And we do. And that's why this sister's being sarcastic. She said, yeah, this is what we eat all day. And no, the housing market, all white people own houses. The black people don't own nothing. Restaurants, are any black restaurants? No, ain't no black restaurants. All of them are white. So I don't blame her for being sarcastic, because we do go to different countries. My favorite question, I think that's the dumbest question of all time. Do they women like black men? Stop laughing, Andre. I think that's the stupidest question of all time. I hear that question all the time. You will literally see black men happy in relationships in that particular country that you will literally ask, do they like black men? Okay, you see a black man over there, a black man over there happy, a black man over there happy, and a black man over there happy, and you will still go into a black man's comment when he does a video, and you will say, hey, bruh, do they like black people over there? Y'all will say that about a country in Africa. Do they like black people in Kenya? Do they like black people in South Africa? That's how crazy y'all sound when y'all say that. And I have heard, see, that is the number one question that I've heard. Just every country that a black dude goes to having a great time, he knows plenty of black guys over there, and y'all will still ask that crazy question year in. Y'all still ask that about DR. It's still dudes that will go do a live stream in DR, and there's dudes that will still sit back and say, do they like black people in DR? Dudes will still sit back and say, after we've been saying Cali is 40% black, y'all will still sit up here and watch me and all these other brothers for years in Cali, Colombia, or in Medellin or in Cartagena, and y'all will still ask Los, hey Los, do they like black people in Cartagena? So I can understand why she is being so sarcastic, because we do ask some stupid questions as Americans, but I give us a little bit of grace because we've been isolated from understanding other countries for so long. Shout out to Rico in the building. Los know I'm telling the truth. Hey, do they like black people in Cartagena? Nah, bro, they don't like black people in Cartagena, man. Don't come. Don't come. Dre not funny, but do come here. That's a good one, Mr. Gilmore. Y'all too funny for me. Let's get back to the video, gentlemen. Let's watch her be sarcastic.
Across different hemispheres. We don't know. We don't have a lot of representation here. You can find the South, certain places of attention, put on one of them kilts.
I would probably say haggis for breakfast, lunch and dinner. Correct me if I'm wrong. And then his next question was if there are any black owned restaurants in Scotland. I don't think so. Every restaurant is owned by a white person in Scotland. Last time I went to a black owned restaurant was in 2006 and I was 5 probably. He then asked what's the housing market like in Scotland. Only white people own houses in Scotland. Every single black person just lives in, we all just live in shelters. He asked about a VA loan. I've never heard that in my life. I don't know what that means, so I'll pass that question and then it brings us on to the next one.
I know you veterans did not ask about a debt. She said one, because wasn't no regular person that asked that question. One of you veterans asked her, what about the VA loan? What the hell you gonna do with the VA loan in Scotland? Could y'all tell me that? Come on, veterans, talk, put in the comment section. Any of you veterans, come on, T-Mac, Ronin, Mr. Ronin Travelers, what is wrong with y'all? Y'all supposed to be military number one. Y'all supposed to be telling us how the world is. Y'all talking about some damn VA loan in Scotland? Can I use my VA loan? Can I use Can I get my 100% in Scotland? I'm at 70%. 70% of my disability. Can I get the other 30 while I'm in Scotland? Y'all funny, dude. She said, one dude asked me about the VA loan. She said, I don't know what that is. So I just yeah, I understand veterans want to get their housing abroad, but you can't get it at Scotland. Really? You just gonna buy you a house in Scotland and use your VA loan in Scotland? Yeah, about that. You say they're using mad hair care products in Scotland. I'm gonna say something, bruh, before we go any further. Y'all, if you notice the black Scottish, and I did, doing this video made me do a lot of homework and research. I'm getting Western vibes from the Scottish people. I'm getting a little bit of African vibes and island vibes. But I'm not getting their own identity. And as this video goes further, you're gonna see that you don't see a Scottish identity. Let's put it like this: outside of the accents, you would think you was in the States. They wear their makeup like the States, the weave like the States. They're the women are flamboyant. Now, I don't see too many big girls as much as in the States, but the States, that's just, that's the States. I don't see as many big girls, but as the video goes on, the way that they play their music, the way that they behave, there's nothing. Let's put it like this: I would go to Scotland to be around the people, be around our people, no doubt. I wouldn't go to Scotland just because of our people, because I'm getting a vibe of I could have met them in Chicago. If I want that energy, I could have saw it in Chicago. If watch as the video goes on, the women are going to remind you of the United States a lot. In some cases, I saw bonnets and hair wraps in public. Some cases, not a lot. That diva queen, a couple of them in the video are the I don't cook for no man type. Why would you ask me to cook? Can't you cook? Be patient. All this excitement about the Scottish women, I think that's going to wear off by the time we get down to the end of the video. I think that excitement of, oh, my Scottish brothers, I think the only people that's going to be happy to come across Scottish people are people that don't travel. I think those of us who do travel, we ain't going to be in such a rush to get to Scotland except for getting that stamp and say that we went and get some footage. But as far as connecting to the people, I'm getting that too much of an American vibe from them. Too much of an American vibe from them. Yeah, it will wear off. Absolutely correct. Yeah. He said, I think they live in the jungle, not knowing that the U.S. is a trash can. Is a trash. Absolutely. He said, I'll stick to my Brazilian, Colombian one. That's another thing that I was like, these ladies are cute, but they ain't like Brazilian and Colombian women. If I had a choice between the Afro-Colombian and the Scottish ladies in the UK, just the whole UK, shout out to UK, but give me South American sisters all day long. Oh, give me the South American and the Caribbean sisters all day long compared to up north. Like I said, you're gonna come across a lot of weaves. Not saying that this sister rocking the weave, but I'm just saying you'll come across. Yep, and that's the point. That is the number one point. No matter if you're in South America, Northern Europe, doesn't matter. This should be a T-shirt right here. That should be a T-shirt. Sisters are sisters. Our sisters are sisters. That's one thing that I notice everywhere I go to and I come across sisters. They have more in common than less in common. I'll say that again. They have more in common than less in common. I kid you not. Sisters are sisters are sisters. You're gonna have to vet them like sisters, just like regular sisters. Not a bad thing, but I'm just saying, if you think you go somewhere else and sisters ain't gonna be sisters, you okay. You okay. See, some of y'all play me as if I only dated Andre here in Colombia. That's the funny part. That's probably the funniest part. Many of you guys played me as if, well, all we know is Andre and Andrea, as if I'd never dated any sisters when I first started coming to the country. And take it from me, just sisters are just sisters. He said Colombia all day and twice on Sunday. Yeah, man. Yeah, I rather have the Afro Latinas, man. He said the accent is cool, Dre, but give me South American and Caribbean. Yes, sir. Let's get back to the video. It's great to see them, though. It's great to see them.
Our own Michael B. Jordan or LeBron James, I would probably say Louis Capaldi, and I'm sure everyone will agree with me in the comments. If there are any more questions from Americans, please do not hesitate to ask in the comments and I'll answer.
T-shirt and my panties on. T-shirt and my panties, got my T-shirt and my panties on. I'm in my bed, body's hot, soaking wet, thinking about the things I like to do. I'm open wide when it comes to freaking you. Imagine me, where else can be? Between my legs, you're tasting me. Boy, when you get here, you know my love will overflow. And you ain't got to worry about my clothes, 'cause I got my T-shirt and my panties on. Just how you like.
The Americans invited me to the cookout. I'm gonna be like,
She said she ready for the American cookout.
It's starting now. It's starting now. It's starting now. Now ice roll in my head. I toss it.
Shout out to my man, Love Hate. He says that Wikipedia says that there are 55,000 Africans in Scotland, 2,000 Caribbean, and 4,000 Black Scots. So yeah, I did know there was a small pool of truly indigenous Scots, black Scots there. I didn't know the pool was small of those that go back to like the 1400s. You know, yeah, the pool is small of original black Scottish. Good point, brethren.
Guys, feature me. I'm walking through town now. We're going to get food. So, oh yeah, there we go. So that's what the taxis look like, the black cabs. We're gonna go and show you the Four Corners when we get there. In front of a pub, the ghetto. Yeah, you're right, a pub in front of a pub. We've got plenty of pubs here.
Do you know what next to another pub over there?
Another pub?
Next to the pub?
And this is Glasgow Central. And guys, this is the famous Four Corners.
Very
And the
famous.
reason why
It's called Four Corners. Because there's four corners.
But yeah, this is the Four Corners. So you've got McDonald's, you've got Pizza Hut, you've got KFC, you've got Tim Hortons. I am screaming at these videos of everyone saying that Americans have just discovered black Scottish people. That's so funny because I've lived here for almost a year now and they're shocked that I've not got an American accent, but they're not bothered about the whole race thing. But
I caught the Asian girls were hotter, and I saw them in some of her other videos. Oh, they fine. Them two Asian girls, I saw them in some of her other videos. They are fine.
in London, whenever I would open my mouth, people would be like, oh, I didn't expect it to sound like that, because obviously they're expecting to be like, alright bruv, what's happening? And that's not me. She's black and Scottish, baby! So like, I'm sitting here in my bed and I was scrolling on TikTok and I saw that the black Americans, you know, they're saying that they didn't know there was a lot of Scottish people, black Scottish people, and I thought that was hilarious. Like, it's hilarious. Yeah, we've been here, you know, it's just nobody really noticed us, but yeah, we're from Scotland and like it's a lot of us. You guys are so funny, but yeah, I'm happy you guys found my page, you know.
I got a few questions. Number one, what type of food?
Right guys, so the Americans have found Scottish people and they have a lot of questions for us. I'm actually not surprised because even down in England, for the longest time they didn't even know we existed either. I have been in Scotland since 6, but my sister is she was born in Glasgow, so I brought somebody who has, you know, much deeper knowledge for you guys, so through and answer some of your questions as seriously as we can, because I know you're very, very intrigued. First question they had was, we have any black food here, or you know, black businesses?
Food like you normally have, like haggis is like kind of pig organs and intestines and stuff like that. So we might have that for lunch or for dinner.
I've been eating that all my life, it's great. This question was about housing. Experience is kind of difficult to get houses in Scotland because most of the houses are farms. Do you know what I mean? So the farms take up a lot of space, you know, so it can be very difficult to try and find houses because the farms, they take up so much space and it means that there's not many houses.
What you can do is you can work on somebody else's farm. Have like a little shed.
You can sleep in the sheds, so that makes it a bit easier. Yeah, so dating, you know, it's kind of the same, however there's a little bit more to it.
Traditions,
yeah, they have to try and follow.
Thing that comes to mind, so it does kind of make things difficult because you have to meet the parents first. Meet somebody outside who probably does take their number, but then like before there's any like real conversation, you have to meet the parents, and it's like custom to bring some sort of like offering. So like bring like flowers. Over here it's normally a pig.
You don't have to bring the full pig, you can bring like a part of the pig or something.
It's nothing like, I know it might sound quite dramatic and crazy, but like we'll have plenty of pigs.
Yeah,
carrots and stuff.
It's light, it's easy.
If you thought racism just happens in America, think again.
I'm black and I live in Scotland.
From age 5 I was told that everything black is bad.
In primary 2, I was called a black cow. Now, moving on to high school, I was present in an incident where students were making monkey noises at the teacher.
Popped into a local shop to kind of get a few things, and you know, it was a really bad winter that year, and I remember the shop assistant behind the till immediately said, you know, you wouldn't have experiences with where you're from. So I said, oh, actually I'm from London, so I have experiences with her before. So immediately that person got really kind of annoyed with me and said, oh, I'm just making small talk. Left my stuff at the till, walked out, and never used that shop again.
The girls in my class, they used to make fun of me. They used to make fun of my skin colour, the way I talk, the way I dress, my hair. Bell rang for lunch, and I left my class and I went round the corner to see that my sister stood in between these two girls with a rope tied around her neck, and each girl had a bit of rope on each side, but with that they were pulling, essentially choking her. The playground assistants stood by and watched. Only when I went in to intervene did the adults in the playground go in to intervene.
I was about 16, walking home from school, and there were two white men walking towards me, probably in their 20s, and they smiled. And as I walked past them, one of them said to the other, "She's alright for a coon." It is probably the most offensive, most insulting word you can use to identify or describe a black person going back to slavery.
I have been going through a hate crime where someone has been giving me abuse daily about the colour of my skin, how I look, and anything that I do. I have been terrorised, I have been shouted in the streets, I have been attacked, I have been spat on outside my house. I have tried to reach out and get help about this. The situation's been happening for over 2.5 years, and I have received not very much help from authorities, housing or police. I've been asked to make myself homeless, even after making them aware of what has been happening.
I got a graduate job, and one of my colleagues told me that the reason why I got that job was because I was black. And when you as a black person hear over and over and over again that you have got a job because you're black, when you know that that's not the reason why, it actually demeans the hard work that you put in, and it also makes you doubt yourself.
I came out of the club in Stirling. I was witness to like a group of guys who were fighting, all white guys who were fighting. I was not part of why the police were called, but I was the only one who was getting talked to in that way, and I was the only one who was kind of picked out from a situation I had nothing to do with. So yeah, man, racism is alive and well in Scotland, and it's unfortunate.
Mate, thank you, mate. I've been talking about this for 2 years. King James.
Let's see what he was talking about. He said, y'all just finding out about black indigenous Scots. Y'all late. And this brother has been on TikTok for about 2 to 3 years talking about that his family is indigenous to Scotland.
There's more than one. If you read the Negro Rulers of Scotland, British Isles, which you did post, right? So, is my great-grandfather, okay? The Black Prince, right? King Edward, he is my great-grandfather as well, right? I have the Villiers, right? The Royal Villiers in my family bloodline. My bloodlines go back to Ireland, Scotland, and Britain, and go back prior to 1492, all the way back to the 1300s, 1200s. Everything you said is facts. I've been saying this for 2 years. Thank you, man.
I think one of the things that we don't give each other credit for as black people, and this is very common, we don't give each other credit for being on continents before white people even considered it. We were the original explorers. We're exploring now. I don't think we give each other credit enough. We think that FBA just means that you go back to slavery. But do remember, we were here before Columbus. We were in Scotland. We were in Ireland. We were in UK long before white people got there and came out of the caves of Europe. They were still in the caves while we were exploring. They didn't know anything about the Greek culture. The Roman Empire and the Greek Empire learned a lot of their knowledge about mathematics, philosophy, architecture from those who came from Africa or those that visited parts of Africa. They didn't know anything. Blacks in Asia. We don't give each other enough credit for being in Asia a long time, longer before it became fully Asian, the way that we know of Southeast Asia and China and so forth. We don't give each other enough credit. We don't give enough credit to ourselves about being in Mexico. Long time ago, we can have statues of ourselves in Mexico, and we will still downplay it as blacks in America. So the one thing that I can say about this brother, he is extremely passionate about his bloodline when it comes to being Scottish. Every one of his videos centers around the history of black people and what black people have done for centuries in Scotland. I got to give him credit, man. He's standing on his square. Shout out to my man Growth Talk in the building with the $10 love. Shout out to all you guys that supporting the channel. Also, my man Kevin Crawford with the $5 love over on Cash App. Appreciate you, brother. Let me pull that up. Make sure I didn't miss anybody else. Appreciate you. And also, my brother says this. He said, with the $10 love, he said, when before the continent split, that's another point, great point. Many of us were already in places across the globe. Yes, we were African before there was an African continent, but indigenous in many places. That is 100% correct. And black people in the United States and many other places do not want to accept that we were here before. See, let's put it like this. I noticed this. Black people in the United States don't accept the fact that we were here before Columbus because they have no hat to hang on before Columbus. See, the FBA movement and the what's that? The other one, the Solon or the Solon is Solaan. I don't know how to pronounce it. That movement that's going on. They got a flag and everything, right? They only go back to slavery and hang their hats on the fact that we were the descendants of the slaves. There are a lot of blacks that were not descendants of the slaves. That there are a lot of blacks in the United States that were a descendant of pre-Native Americans, pre-Columbians. Columbus. And we don't want to hang our hat on that because it's such a small window of those individuals that are pre-slavery and Native American and pre-Columbus. But there are those blacks that were here, were there in the United States prior to all of that. There are FBAs before the FBA, in other words, before America had a name called America. And that's what this brother's trying to say about Ireland. He like, dude, hold up, pause. My people were here from the get-go, before it was a get-go. Yeah, I know I'm old school. Get-go. So I got to get a brother some love for standing on this square in regards to that. He said the original black indigenous people were reclassified as black slaves instead of natives. Absolutely correct, brother. Absolutely correct. The sad part is a lot of people don't, if you want to do some homework, just do some homework on the blacks that were there before the slave ships landed that actually had slaves on their plantations. There were blacks that were there in the United States prior to slavery starting, and then when it started, they had slaves on their plantations. Why? Because they were in the United States prior to slavery. Established, rich, got land. It wasn't like they were broke. And when the slave ships came, guess what? Some of these black people got some slaves. So to sit back and say that we started during the era of slavery and there was nothing prior to for us, that's not historically correct. Exactly, Dre. That's the difference between American Indians, which is what we be called the Native American or Native American Indians, aka the $5, right, for real, the $5 Indians, which is a whole nother story. Absolutely. I mean, living in Florida, you find out about the Black Seminole Indians down there. So many Black Indians that were down there that were tribes. Louisiana always celebrates their Black Indian tribes that were down there in Louisiana. The Smithsonian Magazine online was scrubbed from online because it mentored that there were Black people in America about 40,000 years prior, 40,000 years before the Asian migration over the Bering Strait. I could definitely agree with that. Great walk trail. Yep. The Trail of Tears to Oklahoma from Florida. Absolutely correct. Absolutely correct. Let's get back to the videos, all you historians.
Mate, you are on the money. And we were indentured servants. My ancestors, I done my family tree. My ancestors were stripped of their royal titles and their money and their land, and they were shipped to the Americas in the 1500 or 1600, some 17, even late, almost early 1800s, some of my ancestors. All right, so you are spitting facts, man. 100% truth. And about King James, that is right. That's exactly how they write about King James in a negative light. And he did not like a lot of those folks. He did not like a lot of them. You're 100% truth.
Proof of the Black medieval Scottish inhabitants of the British Isles. Thus, the legends and the history of the Scottish Highlands are both witnesses to the existence of purely Black people. The Scots were so called from their swarthy complexion, that is to say, their black complexion. Last century, when Martin described the Western Islands of Scotland, he remarked that the complexion of the natives of Skye was, for the most part, black. Of the natives of Jura, he said that they were generally black of complexion, and of Arran that they were generally brown, and some of a black complexion. The inhabitants of the Isle Giguet presented a greater mixture. They were fair or brown in complexion. Here's a coin of King David II of Scotland, who reigned from 1329 to 1371.
That's not a brother on that coin. He said King David II of Scotland, who reigned from 1329 to he ruled a long time, to 1371. Yeah.
There was an Edinburgh writer, George Hume, age 30, marked as a black man, whose color would no doubt suit the West Indies. Edinburgh being the capital of Scotland.
Did you know Scotland's epic saga isn't just castles and bagpipes, but also hidden Black pioneers who reshaped its very soul? I'm not kidding. Their stories will blow your mind. Picture this. The 1500s. Records show Black individuals already woven into Scottish royal courts. African servants moving with a presence that turned heads centuries before most people think they even arrived. Jump ahead to the 1700s, Glasgow and Edinburgh roaring with the transatlantic slave trade, enslaved Africans forced onto Scottish soil, carrying unimaginable pain. But even here, they laid threads in Scotland's cultural fabric. Then came 1833, abolition, and with it, a thunderclap of freedom. Out of the silence rose Robert Wedderburn, a revolutionary abolitionist with fire in his voice. Alongside him, Mary Seacole, the Jamaican nurse who became a legend in the Crimean War. These weren't side characters in history. They were trailblazers.
What the swag over there like? Like, what's that drip? How y'all dressing over there?
Been here so weeks.
Nigga made people still move cheap. Up and down at 2 in the morning, still up at 7 like when you sleep. Seen little youths in the school uniform, I say, yo, then be like me. Next day I'm up on the road, handing them out right on the street. You hating on this man way too much, I can tell you don't get no money. You the type to shout my name in pride, but show bad love in public. Remember the nigga was broke, that nigga the fuck when I felt my nourish. More time on the city, I can plan shit out, but back in the day I was rushing. Didn't care what you done back then, what you doing right now, then walk on the shoulder. Forever good broke, I'm rubbing the rap and this day put down my mother. It's my dog, fuck this guy, bad back by rap, this money and rubber. When you AP, if you try run enough, I'ma do little bro like Sully. I got a few spots that send my souls, but I got too hot and rugby. I know that I left all day, but I got screw loose, little nigga done push me. In the kitchen for brushing a lot, this pipe, but it took too long to rush it. I just like to pick, she like for back this finger, I know she sucky. Been pouring on too much lean, this tonight I said might fill up a bucket. I ain't never down myself, I'm betting on me if I go to the buckets. This kitchen my flood right now.
Yo, man, clean.
What's up on the time? What's up on the time?
Which one of you bitches decided that we was the black Scottish man's cousins? I don't want to be related to them. I'm trying to have their fucking baby. They're fine as fuck. They ain't no kin to me. No kin to me, Papa. I love you, though. I love your skin. I love your accent. Y'all dress good than a motherfucker. Come on to the state. Mama will cook for you, baby, and rub your back and all that good shit. Damn! I'm so happy to be here. I'm literally... Thank you guys for showing your motherfucking face. Damn. Hey, I'm gonna need y'all to make a little trippy trip or I'm on the way in the next couple weeks.
For real, baby.
Okay? Well, I just want to let y'all know y'all not my fucking cousin. Not no kin to me. We're not doing that. I'm trying to be a woman. Okay? I want to be a chick. I want to be down for you. Alright? Alright, peace and love.
This morning I wake up and I look in the mirror. Every part of my body was in the place many people lie. I don't wanna
clean.
because tomorrow I may fall down on my face. Lord, I thank you for sunshine, thank you for rain, thank you for joy, thank you for pain. It's a beautiful.
Sir, flex I do work. Six I'm like Mike. He's out of sight. Whoa, they got me pipe.
Being a Scottish brand owner based in Glasgow is not for the weak. Like, it is tough. It is really, really tough to try and make it. I've got friends all over the UK, all over like Manchester, London. They've got brands and they're seeing like steady success, but obviously like being based up here, it is difficult. But you know, we're steady growing. My brand Dynamite 24, been doing it for a bit now, but yeah, I'm just trying to make more TikToks, put myself more out there to try and like actually show people the kind of stuff that I do. Like, I think my clothes are kind of fire. A lot of people already do agree, but I'm trying to like show more people and get people in Glasgow and Scotland, Edinburgh, Dundee, Aberdeen, even Fife rock on my stuff. But yeah, this is a voiceover of me kind of just, I don't really know what I'm doing here, man. I'm trying to make more TikTok content. So yeah, follow me.
Big boys loud, and we are living our lives. No sleep tonight, just be doing as you like. Alright.
You see what I was saying earlier? That Scotland gives off a almost like a part African, part African American type of vibe. I mean, for example, I'm looking at them like, what y'all listen to before Afro beats? Like, did y'all have your own style of music? That's what I'm trying to find. I couldn't find it. I found everybody else's genre. Yeah, you got the Afro beats. Yeah, you got hip hop from the States. But what do you guys have? What did you guys originate? Before there was, it's almost, and this is the crazy part. Like, what did Africans listen to before they kind of like bombarded hip hop, put a twist on it, and called it Afro beats? Because Afro beats is nothing but can I be honest? Afro beats ain't nothing but Detroit, Chicago house music. Can we be real with it? With some African accents. That's all it is. Afrobeat ain't nothing but Detroit, Chicago, DC house music. New Jersey house music. Can we be real with it? You just throw some African rappers on top of it and make it and twist a few knobs and make it not sound like house. Am I lying? Yep, sounds like disco. All of their music sound like ours. So each one of these countries I go to, I'm like, okay. I hear our impact. What is your music? Afrobeats. No, Afrobeats is our music. You just took the knob, instead of making it just go boom, you just made it go tss, but it's nothing but our music. You rapping over it just like Will Smith raps, just like this other person raps, just like all this other KRS-One raps. You just doing the same type of rapping. You just got an African accent to it. You sing over the rap beats just like we and Mary J. Blige and all the other who else? Brandy and all the other women that sang over hip hop beats. Mariah Carey. What did you guys listen to before you listened to our music in the States? What were you guys listening to? I don't want to hear it was Afro beats. No, prior to Afro beats, what was that? And that's what I'm trying to find with Scotland. That's what I'm trying to find in Africa. And I ain't finding nothing. I'm finding everybody is doing their own version of American hip hop. They either listen to all American hip hop or American neo soul, or they create their own version of American hip hop, which is Afro beats. A lot of Caribbean beats are going that way as well. Instead of just sticking to the Caribbean roots, it's starting to sound more like, more like a hip hop than the Caribbean roots of reggae. Reggaeton is nothing but is nothing but hip hop and reggae. Caribbean music, reggae and hip hop. So it everybody sounds like, if you point it back, it keeps pointing back to the United States somehow, some way. And I think that's the part that's kind of like throwing me off with the music. Every place we go to, everybody is kind of like sounded like us. I think that's one of the reasons why I enjoy salsa music so much. And then when you do your homework of salsa music, that's all black. So now you go back to Cuba, New York, and the black Puerto Ricans. It wasn't even the white Puerto Ricans. It was the black Puerto Ricans that created salsa. It was the black Cubans, and it was the black and white Cubans in New York. But it was the black Cubans in Puerto Rico and the black Puerto Ricans and the black Cubans that created salsa and mambo. And prior to that, and so when you sit back, you like, okay, where is the originality? I think that's what I'm looking for. I would rather hear them do hip hop with bagpipes. I would rather just hear bagpipes and say this is their thing. But all I'm seeing is an off branch. Africa is doing nothing but an off branch of black people. UK with the what's that? It's not trap music, but I forget what the UK music is. Their version of hip hop that can't nobody stand. What did y'all listen to before you imitated hip hop? That's what I want to hear. Drill music. There we go. Thank you very, very much, Black Nubian. Drill music. And garage, yep, and that garage music. You like what? Shout out to C's in the building. It's like, what did y'all listen to before Y'all heard us and created your version of us. What was yours? We didn't have anything before us but us. We created rock and roll. We created R&B. We created slow jams. We created quiet storm music. We created hip hop. We didn't have anybody to turn to and say, oh, let's take the, we created country music. We created jazz. We created doo-wop music. So it's like, okay, we created, but what did y'all have that we could? That's the only part about traveling to these countries that's kind of throwing me off. I kid you not, guys. The music part is throwing me off because all I'm hearing is a version of us everywhere I go. Somebody singing our version. It's like down here in Colombia, they have a version of neo soul that's just in Spanish. They got a version of R&B is just in Spanish. They got a version of hip hop. It's called reggaeton. And you're like, wait a minute, that's us. What was y'all's? If we hadn't invented none of this, what would y'all be listening to? That's what I want to hear. I don't care if it's a damn Congo. I don't care if it's just calypso drums. I don't care. I just want to hear originality that has roots to it, that doesn't sound anything like you imitating another country. I think that's the thing that I like about the Petronio Alvarez Festival. For all you guys that have ever been down here to the Petronio Alvarez Festival, this year we had over 600,000 people here in Cali last week. That music does not sound anything like anybody else. That is original Afro-Colombian music. It doesn't sound Brazilian. Nothing about it sounds American. Soon as you hear that wooden xylophone, you know that you are in the Black community in Colombia. That's what I'm trying to hear. That's what I want to see. And when I finish editing this video and you guys see the Petronio Alvarez Festival that we just had celebrated, I'm going to show it next week. You guys will be able to see, like, I see what Andre is talking about. Because that music sounds nothing like anything you've ever heard before. And it sounds like it's from Black people. But everywhere I go, every song, every beat, I'm happy for Afrobeat and how it's blowing up. But in shout out to the drill music dudes and the garage music dudes in the UK. But like I said, I studied Austria's and Poland's hip hop scene. Same thing. Everybody sounds like an off branch of us. And so there's no originality in most of the countries that I go to. It's like, man, there's nothing. When the Bible says there's nothing new under the sun, it really does mean there's nothing new under the sun. Oh, well. Let's get back to the video. I just wanted to say that you guys are going to notice that throughout the video that it reminds you a lot of what's going on in the States. So when you guys say, I want to fly to Scotland, bro, you might as well go to the club in your own neighborhood because it's just the same thing.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
What's happening, guys? So I wanted to touch on one of the comments that somebody left in one of my videos. They were asking about whether Glasgow had any predominantly Black spaces in terms of music, art, entertainment, and what's the social climate like as well. So to firstly touch on the music, Glasgow has a very vibrant music scene. From doing my music studio and running it a few years, I've come across a lot of different artists and discovered so much talent. There's so many artists out here which are doing things, and I feel like TikTok is now helping put the light on those artists too. There's a lot of artists out there, such as my boy Tunde. Bems has been doing this thing for a minute as well, and he's got a festival coming as well. So I noticed you asked about festivals too, so there'll be a lot more things like that happening as the scene starts to grow. Artists, please leave your name in the comments. I'd love to collab,
get to know who you are out there. I produce music as well, if you guys don't know, I create music. So I've come across a lot of different artists in Glasgow, so we are out there. We just need more attention and to touch on the fashion scene. There are a lot of fashion brands in Glasgow, especially Dynamite 24. I have my guy Sticky, who does custom clothing, custom shoes. Again, all the fashion brands, graphic designers, models, please leave your name in the comments so we can all be aware of you guys. And also I'd love to collab as well, get to know who's in the city that is here in Glasgow. So, and also to all the food places in Glasgow, please just leave your name, your restaurant in the comments. I'd love to come check you guys out. I love my food, so I'd love to try you guys.
I tried to adjust that bass, but that's all was coming through was bass on the video.
All the girls that's here for the truth, come put both hands on a DJ booth, then wind your waist to the big man sound. And I get too stiff cause the thing's too round. Good God, make me lift up your gown, but your face so sweet, wanna spin you around. If I go late gang, I'll bring you around. If I go to the bar, I'll bring you around. Which one?
Hey, yo, Quams, look at my one side.
Hey, let's go. Hey, go for mommy. Go for mommy. Go for mommy. Hey, one leg to the left side, one leg to the, one leg to the right side, one leg to the. Listen, hand me shoulder, hand me shoulder, hand me shoulder, hand me shoulder, hand me shoulder. Are you ready? Listen, one leg to the left side, one leg to the, one leg to the right side, one leg to the. Everybody go down low, go down low, go down low. Everybody now go down low, go down low, go down low. That's right. Let me see you dance.
Can you guys move in closer?
Ladies and gentlemen, I go by the name Hype Man G1, and on the 15th of June, I'm going to be live at SWG3 for one of the biggest African artists in the global, in the world. Goes by the name Diamond Platinum. Listen guys, we have special guests coming all the way from Africa, from the UK. We got Adeshope, we got Juma Jukes, we got D-Voice. Listen, if you're not outside on the 15th, then I don't know for you. So make sure you get your tickets. If it's sold out, I can't tell you much, you get me?
What the swag over there like? Like, what's that drip? What, how y'all dressing over there?
Hungry for something authentic, fresh, unforgettable, real African meals and snacks? This place to be is Cocobana Afro-Caribbean Restaurant. They render good food and amazing services. Whether you're in the mood for Ghana Jollof to Gambian rice, Nigerian stews to spicy grilled meats, even delicious continental dishes, Cocobana got you covered. Dine in or take out. Celebrating a birthday? Hosting a party? Just hanging out? Friday clubbing? And other private outings? We're ready for your moment, big or small. Find us at Cocobana Afro Caribbean Restaurant, 507 London Road, Glasgow.
Guys, we have been seeing a
lot of Scottish black people on TikTok, but never Scottish black people businesses.
So welcome to the black-owned Cocobana restaurant.
Here we have African and Caribbean food. Let's have a look. So here we have plantain, jollof rice, and chicken.
And here we have okra soup and fufu.
And finally we have rice and peas and curry goat. Let's have a bite.
I just touched down in Edinburgh, Scotland, y'all.
Now, he just got there 3 days ago. He heard about the Black Scottish, and he literally got on a plane and was one of the first brothers over there. That's how fast he got over there. Shout out to this brother.
I'm on the case. I'm going to find one and I'm going to talk to one of them. And part of the reason why black people don't know nothing about black people in Scotland is because they barely teach black people in America about black people from America. This time next year, American textbooks liable to say Martin Luther King Jr. was a public speaker. So, no, we don't know about all that.
This time next year, they're going to be teaching y'all in school that Martin Luther King was a public speaker. Yeah, this is the true OG, ain't it? Shout out to you guys. And shout out once again to, I didn't get a chance to read a couple of y'all super chats. My man Amy said this. He said, I or my DNA lineage is from Africa, South America, Lithuania, and Japan. All right, that's extremely diverse. Shout out to you with that one. Save yourself, black man, for life. Showing support, watching replay in the morning. Appreciate you, brother. Glad that you came. Shout out to the replay crew. Let's get back to the video.
Y'all. So matter of fact, fuck it. If you black and you in Scotland, come holler at me. Shoot the DM. We'll sit somewhere and we'll chop it up for a couple minutes. I want to know what's happening. I'm out here. I'm still looking for these black Scots. I'm in Glasgow. Y'all said come to Glasgow. Y'all said where they at? Excuse me, I'm making a video. Could you get the fuck out of my video?
Yo, look.
Pardon me, bruv. Is that a Scottish word or is that British?
Call me the
bruv. No, bruv. Bruv. You got it, bruv. Hey, hello.
I'm trying to call you
see, white people waving. Anyway.
So apparently I haven't said much and someone asked me what my story is, so I'm gonna share. I am mixed race, born and raised in Scotland. I'm half Nigerian and half Scottish. My mum is white and my dad was black. I was raised by a single mother and grew up in a place called East Kilbride, which is a very, very predominantly white town. Majority of my childhood was very amazing. My mum made me have the best time, the best childhood with what she had. However, I experienced a lot of racism and a lot of hardships throughout school. Just because I was, in my mind, the best way that I can say it is I've always felt like an alien everywhere. Because being mixed race, sometimes I felt like I can't fit in with the white people and I can't fit in with black people.
Yeah, what's happening?
Hi, it's Kirsty and I'm here with the amazing Roy Virginia.
The Scottish lady. Yeah.
Roy,
yeah, I found some black Scots, nigga. This shit's crazy.
He found us.
I found a black Scottish lady.
Found us.
And yeah, she gonna talk to me.
He's landed here.
Yeah, all right, I get with you, man. All right, Jimmy. My bad.
I think he's now a black Scottish guy.
That was my uncle. let's go.
Amazing.
We cousins. The Americans are teaching us a lesson right now. If we're going to take anything from this trend, we need to learn how to support each other the way the Americans are supporting us, because you guys have no chill. My followers have more than doubled off that video. So I wanted to shout at the Americans for being so quick to just bring us in and remind us that there is room for everyone to win out here. Rapid disclaimer, I obviously didn't name any names or single anyone out on purpose. I think the whole accent thing is funny. You can call it code switching. I don't really care. I was just entertained. That's all I was saying.
What the swag over there like? Like, what's that drip? What? How y'all dressing over there?
Put it on. Call me that bitch. Black girl. I need 100 kids.
How you the biggest? All y'all hoes get y'all trends straight from me. I'm independent. Whole team flying out. This shit ain't cheap.
What's happening, TikTok? How are we? Listen, I came out here like around.
Now, this the brother that originally went viral from 20,000 to 200,000, 230,000 overnight. He was the one that posted the fitness diet, and sisters heard his accent, and all this popped up because of this brother right here. But you notice that they don't wear their jeans. See, I couldn't be in Scotland. They wear their jeans. The ladies wear their jeans just a little too loose for your boy Dre. I like how they wear their jeans in South America. Painted on. See what I'm saying? Old school painted on jeans. I can't be having no chicks wearing the 1990 Tupac jeans. The keep your head up music video jeans, not the Dear Mama jeans. See what I'm saying? You gotta have form fitting. You gotta have the form fitting. Absolutely correct. In South America, they are not going to be walking around with no loose, extra loose jeans on, with the Dear Mama jeans on. Yes, sir. I'm independent. You caught that?
Get up a quick coffee. Excuse me, I'm making a video, bro. Yo, look who I found.
Is that a Scottish word or is that British?
Comedy, bro.
No, bruv.
Hey,
hello.
We're trying to call over here.
White people waving.
All right, a lot of you have questions about the black people in Scotland. You have questions, I have answers. Okay, jokes apart. They are African immigrants or Caribbean immigrants, okay? So these are like Nigerians or Jamaicans or Ghanaians, okay? Their parents, these are first generation immigrants. Their parents are from these countries. This is what immigration looks like, the same way you see Nigerian Americans, Nigerian British, Nigerian Italian, Nigerian Japanese. It's the same way you see Nigerian Scottish, Nigerian Irish, okay? A good 90% of them, all right? I'm talking not down the line generation, I'm talking like their direct parents. If you ask them, they should be able to tell you that.
So, since everybody wants to say I'm not Scottish, I decided to dye my hair ginger. What card do you want to pull now? Aye.
What the swag over there like? Like, what's that drip? What? How y'all dressing over there?
Yeah, these pants too loose for me, bro. They look cute on them, but I'm spoiled in South America, bro. Yeah, I ain't seen a sundress yet. I ain't seen a sundress yet. I'm spoiled with the sundresses.
Just a few words.
Yeah, they got the TLC on. There you go, Jeff.
Why don't you raise a glass? Why don't you get up off your arse and give me a kiss? Oh, baby, I want to be your last. I want to be your one and only ghetto. Oh, baby.
Okay, so the Americans have all went crazy about how there's black people in Scotland, and you know, so the black people are posting videos, etc., etc., like what I'm doing right now. But let me say something. Why are we putting the accent on heavy?
You call what she said? She said it's cool that the Americans have found us. She says, but why are we putting the accent, our Scottish accent, on extra heavy? We don't talk like that normally. Now, throughout the video, you guys have noticed that some people had a stronger accent than others. And she's saying that most of us, our accent is not as strong as others. And then the other brother said, you know, some of y'all code switching. Some of y'all know we don't talk like that. Our accents are not as strong as y'all try to pretend like they are. We got accents, but they not that strong. Like you can tell that she's Scottish, but she's not trying to pretend by acting like she's got a super strong accent.
You don't even speak like that to your friends. You don't speak like that to your brothers or nothing. So now all of a sudden it's a little bit heavy. Like, what's going on? And I want to ask, throughout this video, if you've made it this far, do I sound Scottish to you? Yes or no?
Yes, you.
I don't think I sound Scottish, but when I go on holiday to visit my cousins, like, I don't know, like London, they're like, your accent
The fact that you said you go on holiday, yeah, little mama,
is strong. Your Scottish accent is strong. I'm like, no, girl.
An American woman commented on my post and said,
oh, here we go.
"What's it like dating?"
Here we go. Here we go. Y'all know I had to put some modern women in there for you. Y'all know I had to put the modern woman in there for you. Get ready. American woman commented on the next lady. What is it like dating in Scotland?
They're like, your accent is strong. Your Scottish accent is strong. I'm like, no, girl.
An American woman commented on my post and said, "What's it like dating over there?" And I was like, it's awful. It's really bad. I don't know what I think it is. I think social media has convinced people that they have more options than they actually do. So then basically people go around thinking they're God's gift. So back years ago, people that like were normal and humble, whereas now, because social media is just like so big, they think that they've got options. Maybe like a pretty girl or a good looking person will like their picture and they'll be like, do you know what I mean? Like they'll start thinking like, oh, I'm the big dog, you're a puppy. But it's just one of these situations where they've been gassed up to the grass is greener on the other side. That's what they think. But honestly, I just don't. I need someone to come in and compliment my life. I don't need someone to save me. I don't need someone to come in and do all these things. You need to compliment the life that I've built for myself. And they can't do that. They ask you stupid questions like, can you cook? Can you cook? Can you cook? You can't even make a lasagna. How can you be my life partner? How can I have kids with somebody that can't even make a lasagna? Do you know what I mean? I can make a lasagna.
Can you cook? She using all the modern woman terms. Partner? I need somebody that's gonna be my life partner. Man, dude, I'm gonna tell you something. I've never used that term. Andrea don't talk like that. I am a husband. She is a wife. We are not trying to be partners unless we're talking about business. Partner?
And I'm not even a good cook. I'm a shocking cook. But I can do a lasagna. And you know what else as well? They'll say, oh, can you cook? Can you clean? That's like their first questions. Can you? I'm not being funny, but if you don't know how to clean a kitchen or you don't even know how to wipe a table, you definitely don't wipe your body. You don't know how to clean your body.
There you go.
How can you?
If you don't know how to wipe down a table, you definitely don't know how to wipe off your body. They're just asking. See, y'all, I'm glad that these dudes ask these women these questions. Can y'all do what the South American women do? Can y'all do what the Southeast Asian women do? Because that's what they do. But it's obvious. Y'all go to Scotland. Go ahead, hang out there. Like I said, I'll go to Scotland for the stamp. Get my passport stamp, boom, go check out some buildings, go check out some foods, go check out some clubs. But I personally, from doing my research, I'm not impressed with Afro-Scottish. I would be more impressed with the history. Like I like to learn more about the history of blacks in Scotland. But the modern women, I'm starting to see it more and more that they are nothing but American women with accents. That's all I'm seeing. American women with accents.
Why am I ranting? Bless. Do you know what I mean? Like, they ask the craziest questions. How about you ask yourself these questions first before you even look at me? Respectfully.
Today I'm going into a very important meeting. I'd say 90% of the time that I spend building Win Vision is talking to potential partners, potential collaborators, whether that's venues, whether that's experts, the women within our circle. I spend a lot of time collaborating, and that's something that I'm really, really proud of. Today we've got a very important meeting with a venue for one of our hubs, and I'm excited in that there's a lot that we can do, especially in this hub that we're creating. It's been a few days of back and forths, pitch decks, everything that you need. But I thought I'd dress up today for this session just so that they know I mean business. I
heard you're going to Black Scotland, so here's some places to hit up while you're there. Hi, I'm Joy, the creator of Savali, an ethical travel design consultancy committed to creating tools to help you travel more ethically. If you're in Glasgow, hit up Apacom Kitchen for some authentic Nigerian food, as well as Akara Cafe and Bakery, which started as a home cake business that's now a community staple. If you're in Edinburgh, pay a visit to Friends Food for a variety of African-inspired cuisine. If you like to get your workout in while traveling, Studio 70 in Glasgow is perfect for you. And if you need a beauty stop because you didn't get to do your maintenance routine before you left, not to worry, Pauline at Zuri Beauty in Edinburgh will take care of you. But I'm in Glasgow, then go to Hair Dreams, which is an amazing beauty salon that also functions as a social enterprise that offers hairdresser training classes for the community. Also in Glasgow is X Studio for anybody who needs a fresh cut. With maintenance out of the way, follow Black Scottish Adventure to stay on top of the hikes and tours that they're curating. Bonus points, they're also committed to sustainable and responsible tourism, all the things we love here at Savali. Now for the nighttime, POV UK Parties is your go-to for nightlife events, but also day parties, yes, so be sure to check them out. Black-owned hotels in Scotland are still a new frontier, so there's really only one that jumps out, Black Addie Country House Hotel in Dumfries and Galloway. This is a 16th century country house turned into a riverside hotel with a gourmet restaurant and luxury amenities. That said, for all my Black Scottish people who own a bed and breakfast or a B&B, please do reach out if you do. We'd love to include you on our list of Black-owned accommodations in case our internet search missed you and didn't bring you to us. And lastly, if you can't make it to Scotland physically, you can still support amazing businesses like Leia Lessie, an ethical accessories brand from the comfort of your home. You can also use directories like AfroBiz UK and blacktobusiness.uk to discover even more Black-owned businesses in Scotland. If you enjoyed this video, check out the link in our bio for our ethical city guides that provide insight on locally owned, Black-owned, and/or Indigenous-owned businesses, workshops, restaurants, etc. to support while traveling. Thanks so much, and
Scottish people in the comments are worse than the Black Scottish people because they're going, how can you be so stupid to not know that there's Black Scottish people? But Americans live in like an echo chamber. Whether the global media inadvertently or not decides to keep you guys from seeing us, like, you're not seeing content made by Black Scottish people, you're not seeing content made by white Scottish people, so the surprise when you see people that look like you with an accent like mine, that would blow my mind anyway.
Well, I think also it's also indicative of just how much entertainment influences our stereotypical beliefs. Like, because if you told me that a Scottish person, I would never in a million years. Like, if you said a Black Brit, that's not a surprise. We've seen enough of them.
We got Dave, we got Skepta, we got everybody out there.
Yeah, so it starts there, right? And then if you said Scottish, I'm just, all right, that's white. And then Irish is drunk white who fight.
The Scots drink just as much as the Irish. We fight a little less.
Yeah. So I think that this whole, you know, Black Scott TikTok is just indicative of just the culture. But what's been the most, what one thing do you think Black Americans have wrong about the Black experience in the UK?
That's a good question. Do you know what's crazy? I don't think Black Americans have a lot wrong, because first of all, a lot of you didn't know we existed out here like this, but it's quite isolated. Like, I know a lot of other Black content creators, some Scottish, some not, but it's not like we all gather them together. There's no sense of community right now, not yet, but there will be. So I think Black Americans, when they see us, they're like, are you the only one? Like, are you one of one? There's plenty more like me. Not exactly like me, just don't follow nobody else. I'm only joking, I'm joking.
Yeah.
But, yeah, so suppose they have a lot right more than they have wrong. But we do exist, we're out here. We're making waves now.
How much of, what is it like to be Black and live in a place this white? What's the Black population in Scotland? I would say, so what, right 5%?
Now, oh, bro. We are sitting, I think we just made 2%. So, as currently Scottish.
Oh, hell. Can you live in a country where, well, I guess in Southeast Asia, you can live in countries where you're only like 2% Black, 1% Black. But be in Scotland, man, no, I couldn't. I don't know. I don't know being raised in Scotland.
Population is 5.5 million.
Whole country, 5.5.
5.5 million.
Okay.
And 2% of that are Black. 2% not Black Scottish. 2% of that is Black.
So we're counting Black immigrants in that 2%.
Yeah. I couldn't tell you to a number how many Black Scots there were. I would probably say born here, first generation, I must say 0.5, 0.75%, if I'm honest.
God damn, man.
Guys, I'm a wee bit late to the party, but I need to be here for this moment. I'm hearing our American cousins are like just finding out about Black Scottish TikTok. No joke, this trend right now is actually brilliant. I'm loving to see them have their moment because it's needed. And there's so many cool things about Scotland and Scottish black people that you don't know. You need to come find out too. So thank you for all the love. Like, big love to you guys.
All right, and that's the end of the video. And we got a chance to see our Black Scottish brethren that are going viral over there on TikTok. And their population is small. If the whole island of Scotland is 5 million people and they only make up 2%. Ugh. Ugh. That's tight. Yeah. It was cool to see them. Like I said, I'm more like T-Mac. I ain't gonna lie. I'm going for my passport stamp and for the castles. I might go for the food because to taste the African cuisine that's there, the island cuisine that's there, without a doubt. But I'm going more for the historical ramifications and the castles, and if I'm more one of those people that if I'm going to look for the Black history in it all, more than just going to the party. But for the most part, I'm a daytime traveler. See, some of y'all are like only come out at night when y'all travel to other countries. I'm coming out at night, the party popping, I'm gonna have a good time. That ain't me, man. I might give you one party night per city. For the most part, man, I got too much that I got going on. When the sun come up, I want to be gone on the go, taking care of this, seeing this. I want to get involved in this, hang out there. That's what I'm trying to do. I ain't trying to be clubbing every night in the country. I like to explore and take photos in spots that I'd never be able to get that shot again. I think that's one of my favorite thing about loving photography. Going to countries that I know that when I look back on the photos I've taken, I never be able to get that shot again. I might be able to go to a club like that again or to a restaurant like that again. But to take a photo, let's say Andrea is modeling for me, and I'm taking a photo in a location that's so remote that most people never even know where it is. And then I know that I'll never be able to see that spot again in life. And I was able to capture that. That's me when I travel. That's how I am when I travel. I like to see the castles. I like to see the drawbridge. Let me see some of the Game of Thrones type of stuff. Give me the Game of Thrones. But yeah, I'm like, yeah, try the whiskey. Absolutely. See, stuff like that. Stuff like that. I like to go souvenir shopping, and I like to go to places where they show you how the whiskey is made. Stuff like that. Yeah, I had a great time in London, man. Really like London. And it's easy to get around on the train. If you're an American and you worried about getting around in the train system in London or any of the train systems, don't worry. It is not hard. I gotta give Europe credit where credit is due. Those train systems, man, you could walk down this way or walk that way, and you still somehow there's a map to tell you, hey, you know you're going the wrong way, go back the other way. It's just right. And there's always somebody there to help you with the train systems in Europe. When the train is coming, when the train is leaving. That's one thing I can say. I wish America had a better train system. I swear. He said, I support them from a distance. No motivation to visit Scotland for me. Yeah, it wasn't. It was cool to see, but it wasn't like, yeah, cousin, I'll be on the train. It wasn't like you're going to say, man, I'm about to head over there and smash a couple of them. It's almost like if you smash them, it's just to say I smashed a Scottish sister, just to say it just for bragging rights. Not like you getting a quality woman like you would get in South America or Southeast Asia or parts of Africa. You don't feel like it was a come up. You feel like you just got with another sister from the States with an accent. You got to deal with weaves, bonnets, Y'all saw them weaves in the video. So that's another thing that kind of throw you off. Yeah, the Black Scots have been better, have a better dental than the English. I went to the club full of English in Isbia. Oh no, Ibiza. Oh, Ibiza. And the teeth were bad shape, women included. You know what? I've heard that. It's funny you would say that. I've heard that teeth is not, you could, and it was said by a woman in the UK. Said, "Oh my God, you Americans have great teeth." I was like, "What?" I said, "You know how raggedy a lot of Americans' teeth are? Like when you come to Colombia or Brazil, man, these people take care of their teeth, boy. America, I'll be like, y'all all right." So for other countries to look at America's teeth like it's amazing. He said, "Andrew, when you go to Scotland, try this bottle of Scottish." Let me write that down. Okay, yeah, let me not even play. Single malt Scotch. Okay, cool. Cool. All right, gentlemen, let me let you guys shout out to Official Kobe once again. He said a lot of Keishas with Scottish accents. That's bingo. You hit the nail on the head. I thought that, and when I was putting the video together, I'm thinking to myself, like, this looks so. You could have picked any city in the States that had a black population, and they could have fit right in there. And if they hadn't said anything, you wouldn't know that they were from Scotland. They wore heavy makeup. Like if you notice on the video, they wore heavy makeup. Even the Chocolate Sisters were wearing heavy makeup, just like women in the States do. Yeah, I'll stick with South America. He said, "I go for everything else. Food, sightseeing, tourist attractions. Yep, that's what I would do. Just like that. 100%. 100%. Nothing special about this." Absolutely correct. Nothing special about them. Absolutely correct. He said, "Scotland is a place where Scotland is a place where I were married. It may be a good vacation." I could see that as a good vacation. Like I said, going to certain spots. I would I like the video that was like close to the last where the sister was giving all the tourist spots, like, hey, you go to this black owned bed and breakfast. You can go to this black owned tourism spot. You go to this the one with the sister at the end. I could see that one. That would be me. All the tourism spots. But other than that, I ain't. Yeah. Oh, in the Netherlands? I did know that. Yeah, we may have to put that one on the map. Yeah, I did know that about the sisters in the Netherlands. That's true. He said, "I can't even rock with the clothes of the Scottish." He said, "I'm bow-legged. I can't even wear kilts." Truthfully. A bow-legged brother in kilts, or bow-legged brother in them pants that they wear, the like I said, the 1990 jeans that's super loose. No, man. Shout out to my man Zay. He said this. He said, I agree with you, Dre. He said, I would love to tour Scotland and take some awesome photos. That's it. Let me and my camera and my lenses. I'm good. I am good. Give me some food, maybe some drinks. Might go out one night, depending on how long I'm there. Because when me and Andrea go out, it's kind of funny. When we go to other countries and we do go out, people spend time staring at us and we spend time staring at them. First of all, most countries that we go to have never seen a Colombiana. So they've seen a Colombian woman on TV. So now they get a chance to see an attractive Colombian woman in person. Then they see a brother from the States. That's another thing. So they're like, oh man, a brother from the States. And he with a Colombian chick? So we always get stared at no matter what country we go to. So when we do go out, we kind of like trying to observe everybody and see everybody in their natural habitat at the club. But a lot of times we get stared at half the time anyway. It was like that when we were in UK, in a black club, in a Jamaican, in a reggae club. He said you're right about the trains. In France, the trains are excellent. Absolutely. Absolutely. Easy to ride. No issues. I mean, none, guys. So any of you guys that's never rode the trains in other countries, man, like trains, not subway trains, like a real train. And bro, I'm telling you, it's easy to get around Europe. It really is. He said American braces $15K. That's why. Well, that's true. That is so true. He said I walked up to an English chick in the club, but she smiled and turned around. Her finesse could not overcome the He said she smiled, I turned around. Her fineness could not overcome the teeth. You a monster. That looks like it chews on rock. Bruh, I cannot stand when you see a fine chick and she start talking and she's got the cutest voice, but her teeth is shot. You be like, dang. No, boo, no. Her teeth look like forks. No. What's the matter? Your teeth. You look so perfect, boo, but your teeth. Why? What did I do? Why? You say Holland Sisters. Oh my God. One of the best kept secrets. Let me write that one down too. I might do Netherlands and Holland at the same time. I think I have to do Netherlands and Holland Sisters at the same time. He said, met so many in Amsterdam. Shout out to Chris being in the building. Shout out to Amsterdam. Actually, this week, somebody in the Netherlands actually bought 3 copies of my book. Bought 3 copies of Anywhere is Possible. Shout out to the Netherlands. Appreciate you for the support. And I will be happy having copies of the book to autograph at the Black Manosphere Conclave. And I will be teaching a class. Hey, T-Mac, I don't know if you were in I don't know if you were back in Medellin. Did you guys feel that earthquake last week? Just a few days ago. It was like a 4-point something. Did you guys feel that? I forgot if it was I think it was an afternoon. Afternoon? Yeah, it was in the afternoon. Because I asked Andrea, I'm sitting here. All of a sudden, the microphone started rocking, and I see the camera start rocking, and I see glass start moving, and I'm like, and it was like 4 seconds. Usually when an earthquake come through, and so I already know the second tremor is gonna come. So I waited a few seconds for the second tremor. So the second tremor came, and it kind of rocked a little bit more. And then I asked Andrea, I said, "Did you feel that?" And she was like, I didn't feel it. But she looked it up and she was like, "Yep, you're right. Just had an earthquake." And so I don't know if you guys felt that in Medellin. It was like a few days ago. Shout out to my man SM. He said that AMSM. He said this. Do women know their teeth? Yes. That's a good question in other countries. Hey, do the women in Philippines know when their teeth are jacked up or not? Even though they don't have jacked up teeth. But I don't know, man. Women know, man. It depends. It depends if she's been dating simps her whole life. So if she's an attractive woman and she's been dating simps her whole life, simps overlook her teeth are messed up. But us real dudes will tell her, babe, can I talk to you about something? What? This is my line. Y'all can use this line, right? If I'm in a relationship with somebody, and I use this on Andrea too. We talking as friends. We talking as friends. I ain't your man right now. We talking as friends. I'm not your husband right now. We talking as friends. Whenever I say that kind of like gives me a gateway to say what I want to say. And I don't care if it hurt their feelings, because I'm like, I'm just talking to you as a friend. Now, I'm not talking to you as your man. If I was your man, I wouldn't say this. But as your friend, you need to do something about that mouth, girl. You need to do something about that mouth. We're gonna set that dental appointment tomorrow morning. You are too fine to be walking around here looking like Salem's Lot in the mouth. Nah. You too fine to be looking like you got rabies. No. We ain't gonna do that. I like my woman to smile. Seriously. He said Europe, they do not care or matter because they all got bad teeth. And that's another thing. Like if you go over to Europe and you be around these women in Scotland, are you gonna run across some fine chicks with some toe up teeth? They don't know nothing about flossing. You don't know if their breath gonna be stanky. You flew all the way to Scotland and you find out that Scotland is famous for bad breath babes. Babes with bad breath. You like, dude, they breath smell like scotch for real. Like they've been drinking scotch for real. Right, from Street Fighter. For right. Shout out to my man. Seriously. Got the yuck mouth because I don't brush and I like my teeth like this. They call me yuck mouth because I don't brush. How's about a little kiss? I got some beef in my teeth and some chicken too. Hey, there's a cavity. Hey, that's new. Shout out to yuck mouth. All you dudes are too young for that. All you young heads, y'all know about that yuck mouth. Yeah, she got that mouth like Sailor. See, you got to be old enough to get that Salem's Lot joke. Shout out to you, brother. Shout out to you. You got to be old enough to get that. You got to be old enough to get that Salem's Lot joke. Like Eminem said, I don't want to grow old in Salem's Lot. Feet fail me not. He said, Dre went back with the Schoolhouse Rock for real. They call me yuck mouth because I don't brush and I like my teeth like this. They call me yuck mouth because I don't brush. How about a little kiss? I got some beef in my teeth and some chicken too. Hey, there's a cavity. Hey, that's new. Man, yes, sir. Yes, sir. I know all the Schoolhouse Rock was, man. Kid you not. Conjunction, junction. What's your function? Seriously, man. I do my thing in action. The verb, to work, to play, who live to love. Come on, the brother with the action, the brother with the big muscles. I do my thing in action. Yeah, man. I'm just a bill, and I'm only a bill, and I'm sitting here on Capitol Hill. Seriously, man, what? The conjunction junction? What's your function? Seriously. 3 is a magic number. Yes, it is. It's a magic number. A man and a woman had a little baby. Yes, they did. It was 3 in a family. That's a magic number. Here we go for the Keishas. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 24, 27, 30. Come on now. Look, those the Keishas running through. Remember the football players come through? 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 24, 27, 30. Come on now, man. That's how you learn your 3 in the family. That's a magic number. Yes, sir. The electricity. Oh man, that was a good one. Oh man, now that one I did forget about. Now you just reminded me. The one about the electricity. Oh, that was a good. All you young dudes looking like, what are they talking about? He said you get pissed when Romper Room. He said I used to get pissed on Romper Room because she never said my name when she looked in the mirror. You know what, man? Hey, she ain't say Andre either. But we still kept watching Romper Room for years. Man, Romper Room was on forever. He said, this ain't Reading Rainbow. Yeah. Shout out to Reading Rainbow. I was just looking at LeVar Burton, and he said that Shaka Khan actually wrote that song that she sung for the theme for Reading Rainbow. So she actually wrote the theme and she sung the theme. Oh yeah, you gotta know your nouns. Yes, sir. Man, I was a Captain Kangaroo fan, man. Mr. Moose, Mr. Green Jeans. Stop it, man. I get up in the morning, give me something to eat, get ready for school, watching Captain Kangaroo, The Great Space Coaster, Voltron in the morning. And before I get ready to get out of school, head to go to school, I got to have my Thundercats. I'm good. Give me some Captain Kangaroo. I'm work with that. Give me some Great Space Coaster. Fly away, it's the Great Space Coaster. I'm gonna go and flick it real quick. I gotta have my Voltron, and I gotta have me my fixings of the Thundercats. Gotta have me some Thundercats and Voltron back to back. For real. Gotta have that. It's just ain't a morning if I ain't got the. Oh man, the Blue Falcon, yes sir. Robotech, oh man, y'all naming off some good ones now. Y'all naming off some good ones, man. Man, that's when these animations were before, anime really took off. These were our versions of anime before it really took off. The Gargoyles. Yep, I remember the Gargoyles. I do remember the Gargoyles. Jeffrey's a monster, I say. A monster. He said, I knew Panthro was black. Everybody knew Panthro was black. Everybody knew Panthro was black. And the smartest one. And the biggest one. Yes, sir. Let's go ahead and head up out of here, gentlemen. You say dinosaurs need their mother. I don't remember that one. Say dinosaurs Another mother. I don't remember that one. She didn't say any of our names. She just said all white names. She said all white names. Let's get ready to head up out of here, gentlemen. Let me do an outro. He said Keith David, the Gargoyles, and Scottish Lure. I did remember the Gargoyles. I don't remember this in the Scottish Lure. The dinosaur, bro. Oh, I got you. I know what you're talking about now. Shout out to all you guys. I'm up out of here. I'm about to eat me some fruit salad. I think, I'm going to enjoy some fruit salad. I'm usually not eating this time of night, but I got a fruit salad in there just waiting for your boy. Just waiting for your boy. Let me do an outro video real quick. Get us a quick outro going, and we are good until mañana. Let's do this one. I'm just going to do one.